Bonfire Banter, we're back. Mark found out we were starting. He just wanted to get the hell out of here.
I got to put all the extra stuff in my pocket.
He had second thoughts. So right as we started to, our fire's going out. I have to fill it up in just a second. But we have Jordan here tonight. First time guest. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Appreciate it. Friend of Mike Kearney, so we'll give a shout out to Mike Kearney and MRK Construction. But yeah, introduced me to Jordan and talked about it at a bar like a couple weeks ago. And next thing you know,
house, man, that's where dreams happen.
Yeah, apparently that's how you get on shows. And then we have Marc Scanio. He's back. You've seen him here before. It's like your fourth episode now, I feel like.
I think third or maybe fourth. Remember I did one on the phone one time?
Oh, you did call in
MLB. I was busy that day.
Yeah, you've done pretty much all of our sport ones, I feel like, for a while now. So
yeah. I'm a little disappointed in you, though.
Why?
I really thought you would have the hat on, to be honest.
Good. I mean, come on, man. You can't, give away,
Dude, you got the Rico Suave slick hair going on right now. I'm like...
I don't want to mess it up.
I mean, I would put it on, but that's not going to fit on my head. So, it's all you, bro.
It'll be on at some point tonight. I'm going to get this baby lit back up. Yeah, it's roasting. See, Mike prematurely lit it before. He doesn't know what he's doing. You have a lighter still?
Yes.
Oh, it's right here. All right, we're good. All right.
How long will that last? As much as you put in there?
About an hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's what we usually get out of it. That's why I knew when he lit it earlier. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to last by the time we need it. But we're very excited to talk about the Bulls tonight. They have been the surprise of the NBA. I think going into this year, I was pretty dead certain they'd be in the middle of the East, 4, 5, maybe 6 seed.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about a little off screen, like they get into the playoffs for first round exit. Most likely, but I was excited to see some playoff Bulls basketball.
Right.
But then to see what they've been doing this year has been nothing less than extraordinary, and like how it's all come together. I mean, isn't it hilarious that DeMar DeRozan was like everyone's like worst pickup and
worst free agent signing,
worst free agent signing, and again like. Getting back to getting Vooch last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
started the whole process.
I thought that was I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And then you just see this whole plan kind of come together and the way they play together, too.
Yeah.
You get Lonzo, you get DeMar, and Zach comes into his own now.
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me a lot of the Suns last year. Like, I feel like Levine is taking that Devin Booker type stuff.
They're taking more seriously now.
Exactly.
And obviously you're seeing like Levine play defense. Like he's never played before.
He doesn't have to take every shot. So that's the huge thing.
Now he can play defense and not
there's other scorers, you know.
Well, that was the thing too. Like we saw DeMar airball a game-winning shot.
Yeah, earlier in the year.
And then on New Year's Eve, he hits two of the toughest shots.
New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Two of the toughest shots you could ever make.
I was watching it on New Year's Eve. I'm watching with my mother, who watches zero basketball, but she's watching it all unfold with me, and I'm getting excited. Yeah. And he hits that last shot, and she freaked out like more than I did. Yeah. It was, I mean, the runner, you can tell, and he says it in the postgame, that he didn't realize that the shot clock got down that low, or the game clock got down that low, and all of a sudden he gets on one leg and like launches that one. It's like,
dude,
come on.
The crazy thing is, I'll tell a little quick story about that game. So I was actually at the Rivers Casino that day with my dad, where and there's tons of football going on and everything like that. So with like a minute to go, I made a quick $50 bet on the Bulls to win the game. It was like the odds were like pretty much even.
Yeah.
And I was sitting with a couple buddies. My dad was on my left, and that place went absolutely nuts, dude. Yeah. Vegas style. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever been in there, but so many TVs, people, slapping high fives, they're jumping up and down. I mean, dude, I haven't seen that in 10 years or whatever.
You guys, though, what one was more impressive? Because I have one in mind.
I think the second one. He was in the corner.
He had two guys coming back at him. He pump faked the first guy.
You did it the night before, too.
Yes.
You know, like.
But you're trapped in the corner with the double team on you. He gets the first guy to go past him, and then they're both jumping back up at the plate. I mean, it's
the craziest part about it is, too, he didn't need a three on either one of them.
Yeah. Well, his time was
he's not a 3-point shooter either.
No, he's mid-range.
The best part about it is like
a lot better.
The best part about it is if they get into that situation next coming weeks or towards the end of the season or playoffs, DeMar could kick it out to Ball, or he could kick it out to Zach or somebody else.
Scenario.
Right, exactly. Like, dude, that's the
you gotta love that about having DeMar and Zach too. Like They are amazing at getting to the rim too.
Yeah.
So there are so many ways, like you said, like if you get the ball in either one of their hands, like Lonzo could be in the corner, Vooch could be in the corner, like.
Again, because you have all these scorers running around all over the place, Lonzo gets to sit around the 3-point line still, and he's just wide open threes, and he's knocking them down.
Exactly.
Well, like
I love
two
it.
quick points too. I mean, isn't it a testament how good of a coach Billy Donovan is? Because I mean, dude, think about it. It takes teams months, weeks, and months, sometimes years to gel. And this team is doing it so early, you know.
But even going higher than that, AK and Eversley getting Billy Donovan, saying like flying out to go see him.
Who is that?
AK and Eversley, the president and the GM.
Oh, I thought
Artemis is.
I was like, isn't his name like Artemis?
Yeah, and Everly is the.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
because we're talking
him flying out right away, right when he got hired, the first thing he did was to go see Billy Donovan.
Yeah.
And to see this all change in a year.
Again, as soon as they hired AK,
1 year.
It's been like immediate.
If you would have looked at that roster last year and said,
3 guys,
they're going to be the number 1 seed next year going into the All-Star break, would you guys believe it?
At the beginning, I didn't. I still don't really believe it, but there's only 3 holdovers from last year on this roster currently.
Yeah.
I heard it blew me away.
Zach, who else?
Vooch.
Kobe White.
Kobe White, yeah.
I think the only 3.
No, there's got to be one more. Oh yeah, that you might be right.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else.
Honestly, I heard it at the beginning of this year and I didn't believe it. And I started looking at the roster and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It really
like,
was.
Where did Derrick Jones and like Javonte Green come from?
He looks like an animal too.
Yes.
I know. And I thought he was like a couple, like he's like a young guy. He's not that young.
I've never heard of him anywhere, like college, like anything. Like he is athletic as hell. Derrick Jones too, the length defensively he brings. That's a guy, again, if you're in foul trouble, you can put on like a Durant or someone, and he's got that length. Like, I love the way this team is constructed now.
Two things that are going against the Bulls, let's face it, let's not beat around the bushes.
Yeah.
They're a little undersized.
They're undersized,
And another thing is Patrick Williams not being there, being hurt.
Oh, it sucks.
Dude, if he can get back by March or April.
Yeah, the development side is what worries me.
It worries me the most is like, we don't even really need him right now to like play. But the developmental side of it is like getting used to these guys and like
Patrick Williams is a holdover too. Did we say that?
Oh yeah, we did not.
Oh yeah,
that. Yeah. So that is 4.
So it is 4. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not development, the wrist or whatever. But dude, he showed signs of like he was probably their second or third best player.
Yeah.
You know, before they got all these guys.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I like this guy.
That and getting
well, when we got DeMar and Lonzo, though.
He was a 6 man at Florida
State. And he's like 19 years old when we got him or something like that, right? He was like a.
Well, not only that, were you guys really excited about that when they drafted him?
See, I wasn't on draft day, but then I looked into him and I was like, defensive specialist, big guy, like a lot of upside. I'm like, okay, maybe this works out. I'll give.
That's like the balls of all balls picks.
It is.
Though.
But yes, that's what I
That's like the Mr. Trubisky of picks, but actually working.
Worked out.
Yes, and that's the thing too. We were so used to Garbacks and having these guys not work out that like the cynical Chicago sports fan was like,
this is shit.
This is garbage. You are. This is who. And I like I said again, AK and all them like. Getting Vooch and all this stuff. Some of this stuff just made my head like
didn't make sense.
And now everything just makes perfect sense.
Yeah, they had a vision and they were able to actually execute it,
yes.
which is interesting because again, a lot of pieces had to fall in place here for them to have this roster the way that it is. And one guy that I feel has fallen off the radar a little bit because he's been injured is Caruso.
Yeah.
Maybe the most exciting guy on the team. Isn't even playing.
What an amazing pickup.
Yeah. No,
do you guys hear that story too? Like the Lakers literally would not pay this man because LeBron was so dead set on getting another superstar.
Yeah, he probably wanted like Westbrook or something.
If you ask LeBron right now,
who would you rather have?
Westbrook or Caruso?
Dude,
Lakers are done, dude. They're
they're trash.
I've been hearing about them already talking about maybe getting rid of AD and trying to get some younger pieces in and this and that, but
how does that help them though? Because
it doesn't have help right now.
Russell Westbrook is the problem. He's the problem.
Yes.
Listen, great high energy guy.
Yeah, like 4.5 turnovers a game or something like that.
He can push his stats up and he tries real hard. But man, in this NBA, when you turn the ball over and you cannot shoot and you are a terrible free throw shooter,
You're not helping us that much.
inefficient
Dude, age is
basketball.
against them too. You got Melo.
Yep.
Those guys are all getting older. They've been.
Melo's
around a
actually
long
been
time.
playing surprisingly
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah, I
but
know, but
you're
dude,
right,
like
though.
how long for how long?
Yeah, how long your leg's gonna keep up?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you want to know another thing I just love about the Bulls, because one thing that really translates in playoff basketball is free throw shooting.
Yeah.
And they are the #1 free throw shooting team
Percentage-wise?
in the league. Yeah.
Because I know DeRozan gets to the line a lot.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? This has shocked me. I heard that DeRozan's like the 16th leading scorer in NBA all-time NBA history.
Really?
Is that true?
That does not
Or
shock me.
18th, or he's in the top like.
Because
I mean,
again,
top
30 or
20.
whatever.
You're saying basically top 20, or at least top
I mean,
20.
he's been around. He's 32,
Yeah.
so
And he's
been
always been a
around,
point getter.
12
I mean,
years or whatever. But
Actually, when
Well,
you
and
say
think
it,
about
I didn't
Toronto
think about
went to
this,
the
but-
playoffs a lot of years, even
Yeah.
before.
He was the catalyst on that team.
Before Kawhi got there, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals the year
Yes.
before,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they were the 1 seed.
who else was there? Are you talking about in Toronto?
Yeah.
They had
Kyle
Kyle
Lowry.
Lowry,
Yeah,
right?
Lowry.
DeMar.
Yeah. And DeMar.
Yeah. At the end of that,
Valanciunas, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
was there.
they had a sharpshooting. Sharpshooting.
Van
Dude.
Fleet was still there.
Yeah.
Van Fleet
Van
came
Fleet's
out
a-
that year like
Van
undrafted.
Fleet should be an all-star this year, and he's not getting any recognition because he's playing with Toronto
Toronto,
right
yeah.
now.
Dude, as good as those shots were that DeMar hit, my favorite DeMar story is him driving down to Champaign the other day for
Io, yeah.
Io
That's-
jersey
yeah.
retirement.
That's
Dude,
cool.
I mean, that's
These guys are rooting
that's a
for each
team,
other.
man. That's
Yeah.
that's a
You're not
jealous
gonna miss your
team.
guys'
And
moment.
they
Yeah.
did an interview with AK the other day, and AK said that's like his second most important thing. Is just guys
Yeah.
that are gonna gel
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy will never have to buy a drink in Chicago ever.
Ever.
People love him. And like,
Yes,
he's already
ever.
like
Yeah.
you know how Chicago
Well, he's-
sports fans
and he's
are.
like accepted it, like the whole community and like I don't know, like that gritty kind of like what Chicago wants out of like a
dude,
player.
let's
And
face-
getting back
face
on
it,
the
too.
Lakers topic too, that's where he wanted to go. That's where he thought he was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
go, was the Lakers.
Okay.
Although the Bulls do have a little tampering problem going on. They lost some draft picks. But
Everyone tampered. Like, I think the Bulls were just the ones that finally got caught.
Yeah, a lot of these guys get caught. Somebody else
whatever,
got
he
caught this
loses
year
a couple
too.
draft picks.
Yeah.
They-
I'm good with it
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
A couple draft picks one year, the #1
What do
team
we
in the
need-
East
what do we
doesn't
need draft
mean
wise
Those
right
anything.
guys
now?
for the Heat at the Olympics were talking like, yeah, well, we're all going to be free agents. We're all going to go play somewhere
Yeah.
together. Like, it didn't have
That's
to be
tampering.
Miami. That was
Yeah.
just like place that they,
Yeah.
whatever, you know?
You just brought up a really good point, though. Like, in the last 2 years, have we not seen the idea of the super team, like the big three,
Yeah.
having to be together? Like, look, Milwaukee won last year, and you could say they had a big three, but
It's like-
Middleton and Drew Holiday.
No, yeah,
are
they're not a big
Middleton's
three.
like
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
not like LeBron.
That's not a
AD,
big three.
And, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see Phoenix come together last year, and again, like Ayton, Booker, Paul. You can say that's a big three, but
Don't they have Mikal
I
Bridges,
just think
too?
it's yeah.
He's
Not,
fucking
Aiden's
pretty
not
good.
good enough to be in a big three conversation yet.
He's good up there. He's
good.
definitely. I would
He's
say
good.
the top 5
Yeah.
center.
Yeah.
He's a true center. I mean, but he's not gonna like he's not gonna like shoot threes for you like some of these guys
Well,
like
Yeah.
these big 7-footers.
Again,
Like
that
Jokic
is-
and some of these
I
guys,
agree
like-
with you in the sense that that's this NBA, right?
But he'll
Like,
he'll
this
guard the rim
NBA
for you. He'll guard
Yeah.
the rim for you. He's a big presence down
And
low. He's
still
gonna
gonna
alter
be-
shots in the
He
lane.
averaged
I mean,
20 a
yeah.
game, I'm pretty sure, last year too.
I don't think he was quite there. That's why I was a little unimpressed with his scoring when I looked at it last year. Maybe he was slightly over 20, but I thought he was like
think he was
15,
over
16,
20.
and I was surprised that it wasn't as much. But
Dude,
I
one
could be
last
wrong.
thought on that DeRozan,
Yeah.
going down to Champaign. That drive sucks, dude.
It does
in,
suck.
in the
It
middle
is,
of
yeah.
winter, and like
Yeah.
that
There's
drive
nothing
home
to
had to have
see.
sucked. the drive
You think he
down
drove
there
it
had to have
himself?
It's the longest
Hopefully they-
2-hour drive
Yeah,
ever.
hopefully they went to like
Ever.
a strip club or something
Yeah.
in Champaign after and got some like college tail or something, made it worth their while.
Well, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, well, yeah. They could show up at a gas station.
I mean, you got college kids. There's got to be a
Yeah,
couple,
yeah.
man, you know?
U of I girls are bad too. Like they're yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, you're talking C-section night all day.
dude.
Hey, we don't discriminate here.
no,
Yeah.
no
Above every-
offense, but some of these NBA players don't have the really good standards when it
Yeah.
comes to women. Especially when they're throwing themselves at you. It's just like,
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's easy. Why not?
I mean, how many girls did Wilt end up
Oh,
diddling?
it was like
Wasn't it like,
So they said
in, like, the
10,000.
I thought 10,000
Yeah,
was the
like-
number. 10,000.
Yeah.
Think about how crazy. How many days
Like,
you
that's
live in your
literally-
life?
Well, that's again.
You
It's
know what I
like
mean? Like,
yeah.
what is that? Like 10 a day or
Yeah.
what?
I mean, it's multiple on days. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah, like
but that's a lot.
that is a lot.
That's
Yeah,
a record
That's
I'd like to
fair.
hold.
Honestly, like Don't get me wrong, I'm all for everyone getting their jobs off, but that much,
let's think about this for a second.
Think about this. What percentage is he going bareback on these chicks? Too?
Yeah.
There's got to be a lot of
How
do you think
DeAndre
DeAndre's mom was?
Yeah.
And who do you think her dad was?
Right.
Probably will. Yeah, probably will. How did that thing not disintegrate? 10,000 women. Like,
okay, think about this quick math.
He must have like a whole roll of penicillin in his.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
365 days a year, 10 years. That's only 3,600 days.
Right.
We're talking 30 years would have to get you to that 10,000 number.
And not only that, he wrote
30 years of one a
didn't
day.
we find out about this?
True.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's no way, right?
I would need to live till like 372 to get to that number.
I think what he was saying though is that he was averaging 2 a day. Is that not?
That still doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean,
well, for like 15 years, then it would have to work out 15 years. If it was 2 a day, it'd be 15 years.
But
so that's 700.
Do you not think that? He
yeah,
could
maybe.
Do that? I kind of.
Don't you think you get a little tired after a while?
Yeah, that's what I could do that. That's what I said.
Chafing's got to come into play.
Don't get me wrong. Like I'm all for everyone like getting their own and being the player or whatever. We all want to do that, right? But not to that extent. Like that sounds exhausting.
Sounds like living to like 120 or something.
Yeah, let's face it. Not all 10,000 had to have been good looking. Some of them were probably like dogs or looked like me with a wig.
I was gonna say they had to look like me with a wig.
Yeah.
Like.
And how do you get 10,000 women to consent too?
Yeah.
All right, before we digress too much. One guy surprised me, and not surprised me, but I was very excited about his return, and I think people forgot about him and didn't know how he was going to fit in, was Kobe White. And Kobe White has come back and look like he's so ready for that role, like more mature and like coming on the floor looking like the game's a little slower for him.
Yeah.
And getting up smart shots and like just looking like.
I mean, he was what, 4 for 4 on Friday?
Yeah, and he's taking just good looks and he's not like forcing shots. And he had 10 assists.
I mean, dude, it helps that he had a great coach at North Carolina too. I mean, that helps with a lot of development.
But
I come out of those programs, they're usually more
I'm not gonna lie,
disciplined.
Kobe White out of all the guys to me is the most expendable. Because
I can see that.
Yeah, but I don't want to get rid of anybody.
But
don't mess with success.
So, but
they're going to have to. If they're going to try to make a big splash, they have to. You have to give up something.
Yes.
Draft capital that you got to give up players.
Well, they don't have draft.
They don't have draft picks.
That. You can't. Well, they have Portland's first round.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they have Portland's first round.
Who do they get
but I'm pretty sure you cannot give up multiple first round picks in back-to-back years.
Not.
So I really don't know what the Bulls can do to make themselves better. If you ask me what I would want, and the big name out there right now that every Bulls fan is just like
gawking
over is Sabonis.
Yeah. But is Indiana going to get rid of him?
Oh, Indiana's already said they're selling. It's a sell.
To trade him in the.
But if you ask me who would be better for the Bulls, I think it's the other guy next to him, Miles Turner. I like Miles Turner a lot. I think Miles Turner fits in perfectly with this Bulls team. And you wouldn't have to give the farm. Like for Sabonis, you're going to have to give Kobe White, Patrick Williams, your Portland first round pick.
I'm not doing that.
And maybe even Io. Like all 4 of them.
Don't give her to Io.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Then you have literally no bench.
Yeah. I would rather get a Miles Turner where you can give Kobe White, Patrick Williams, and your garbage Portland first round pick. Because again, that's lottery protected too.
Right.
So like if Portland keeps sucking the way they are, like we're not getting that pick. Portland gets that pick, so.
Okay.
Dude, let's face it, this is a total Cubs in Bearstown. Because when the Blackhawks or the Bulls aren't doing good, I don't like. I brought my red. We're seeing red. I can't tell you the last time I bought something Bulls. Yeah. I can't wait to go and shop and buy.
I know. I want a jersey. Like I don't even have a jersey.
First.
Yeah, this one's great. Jordan, thanks for bringing this.
First Bulls related item I have bought in the last.
That's great.
10 years.
I mean, that's a nice jersey. Yeah. I like that a lot.
You know where I got that from too?
Where is that?
You'd be surprised. Dick's.
Wow. Dick's had that sitting on the rack.
Had that sitting on the rack.
Look at this. I mean, this is like a
That's
legit...
the 92 All-Star jersey. Man.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most iconic NBA All-Star jerseys.
It's a sweet jersey. Yeah, it's money. The only thing I really own, like jersey-wise, for the Bulls is MJ's North Carolina jersey. So I don't even own a Bulls jersey. The only jersey I have is an MJ North Carolina.
We all had MJ jerseys when we were younger, though, right?
I had to get the Pippen one. because I had a brother,
and he
was a Jordan. You know, he's older. He was like a little bit. I'm obviously a bigger guy. My brother was a smaller guy, so he had to get Jordan. I had to get fucking Pippen. But I mean,
seems like he holds some resentment with this.
I guess I was spoiled when I was younger, but
dude,
I had the black Jordan jersey, the white, and the red. I had all three.
I bought my.
Again, biased a little bit. My name is Jordan, so obviously.
Well, I used to get the Michael Jordan cologne all the time from my aunts and uncles.
I did get that. I used to get that from my grandma every year.
Dude. I've never had that.
It was really good. Dude, the black bottle, before they changed it to that that glass one with the light blue on it.
Yeah.
The black with the black top, but the glass with the black bottom was the dope one with the basketball recessed in the middle.
I remember the basketball. That's the only thing.
It was dope.
But all my friends
really good.
had it.
It was really good.
Kids, and I never really wore cologne. The first time I ever really wore cologne, which isn't even cologne, is Axe body.
Yeah.
Dude, I still have my Michael Jordan money clip, and sometimes when I don't want to carry my wallet or if like I go on a trip or something like that,
MJ money clip.
I'll put my ID, credit card.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, we
already found out, man.
What the hell happened?
We're speculating that it's drug overdose.
He had to have OD'd.
He had to have OD'd, right?
65.
And honestly, ODing for him is not like heroin. It's probably like he just did a little bit too much blow and he's 65 years old.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You know, they get that crazy shit down in Miami, too. Or
well, you know Bob Saget's getting like the weird shit, too.
Didn't he just get married or something, too?
I have no idea.
I've seen him all over social media with, like, a wife, or I don't know if she's new or whatever.
No idea.
Well, we were talking about Entourage, right? Like, in Entourage, doesn't he end up, like, marrying, like, a 22-year-old when he's, like, 55 or something?
He was always dating the young chicks on that show,
Well, I wouldn't.
His comedy was really edgy. I mean, it was kind of funny, kind of like, all right, this guy's really nuts, but
which is funny because he's also most famous for the most like vanilla show of all time.
It is funny.
Full House,
like what Danny Tanner?
Danny Tanner. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as far as you're saying, some of these moves that we could be making here at the deadline, I obviously think we need size the most.
It has to be a 5, like a center type.
Like
that's what I mean. Like to me, Sabonis doesn't fit that because he's a 4, and he's not that.
He's beast though. He's a great offensive rebounder.
Oh, and don't get me wrong. I think we'd get better by getting a Sabonis. Yeah. But if you wanted to ask me what would make us the best team, I think a Miles Turner is.
See, I'm not.
The game is
I'm
so
not
much
super
different now than it
Miles
was
Turner,
10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Even 5, 6, like. You don't need that, Shaquille or, that
no,
major
you definitely
big guy.
don't. Absolutely.
Like, you need a guy who he's a little big, he can score, he can shoot a rebound.
I think with this team, though, I think Miles Turner does, you do almost need that.
Where does he play? Miles Turner, I'm not familiar
with. He's center. So he's a center for Indiana.
Indiana, okay.
And I know a lot about him just because of fantasy basketball this year, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's like 10 to 12 rebound, 2 to 3 block guy, and he's averaging like 18 to 22 right now.
Everybody still thinks that they're still in it. I mean, there's a couple teams that are obviously that only have whatever few wins. Yeah. But nobody's selling until another month or whatever.
Do we know what the trade deadline is?
Yeah, I looked it up. February 10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty much
All-Star break.
Exactly a month.
Yeah. It's All-Star.
Where's the All-Star game at this year? I don't even know.
I don't know. Yeah. That's a good question.
I think Chicago's going to have it.
Can you guys look up the All-Star game?
No, Chicago had it.
Did they have it
a year
or two ago?
Yeah,
a year or two ago.
But was it during COVID? I think it was. When COVID first started.
It might have been.
Yeah.
It was
you
when
may
COVID
be right,
first
yeah.
started.
And I don't know if people were even there.
No, and not only that,
Remember,
it was an embarrassment.
I think it was.
It was an embarrassment on Chicago too because we had nobody in the All-Star game.
I think
the only thing we had was Zach LaVine competing in the
skills competition.
Skills competition.
Cleveland.
Nobody wants to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, nobody goes vacation in Cleveland.
Than COVID.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of that, Noah retired a Bull. I'm sure you guys saw that this year.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I loved him.
Thing to do.
I loved him, and he's so passionate. I heard him on an interview about 6 months ago, and he was just talking about like that year that D-Rose blew his knee out in the playoffs. And he was like almost in tears, and I think he's like, we were so close. He's like, we were the best team. He's like, we would have won it that year. He's like, we would have taken down LeBron. He's like, we would have taken the whole thing.
Seeing that happen,
dude, I was working.
There was like only a minute something to go in that game, and they were up 11 or 12.
Yeah,
should not have been
like
in the game.
Thibodeau, that's not Thibodeau,
dude.
Playoff
minutes. No, but in a playoff game, being up 11 or 12 is not being up 30.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So I don't put it all on Tibbs, but Tibbs does have a reputation as well of running dudes into the ground.
Yeah,
exactly.
Preseason, you're trying to win every.
He had like his starters had the most minutes out of anyone.
Luol Deng was the guy in that team that was just brutalized for
years. There was a rumor he was going to try to retire a Bull, or the Bulls were going to retire. Or maybe
that'd
he
be
did.
awesome.
I don't know.
Luol Deng was amazing.
He was.
Remember there was the talk back in the day, Luol Deng for Kobe Bryant.
Dude,
they didn't do it, or like some Bulls fans were like,
that
"Oh,
not
that's
kill
stupid."
you though to this day?
How could you not trade fucking Luol Deng for Kobe
Bryant? It was Luol Deng, Ben Gordon, and someone else for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Kobe would have been in a
Bulls jersey? Can you imagine if he would have won a title in Jordan's town?
That would have been so sweet.
That would have been
kind of sweet.
Just kind of the icing on the cake. And I'll tell you right now, I was never a big Kobe Bryant guy. I didn't like him as a person with all the other
he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a little weird.
But I will tell you, after his death, I got a lot more respect for him because just the way people talked about him.
Yeah, he was always trying to help people, like teach games.
He was never standoffish to people. Like,
and again, it was like we were talking about too with Tom Brady and Michael Jordan. He was one of those guys that just like losing is not in his freaking vocabulary,
and again,
which is what like all of these sports miss in some of these plays. Like
Kobe's the closest thing to Jordan than anybody.
You watch his moves.
I agree.
They're almost identical.
Closest to Jordan,
dude. He's a winner. Like he doesn't shy away. The ball was in his hands. LeBron, I'm passing. Give it to this guy.
Well, I agree with you that he's the closest to Jordan, but I also think that Kobe's 3 behind LeBron. LeBron is just so physically gifted, and you're talking about passing when he makes passes that are the right basketball moves.
LeBron is the most athletic basketball player ever, I think.
Yes.
But when it comes to closest to Jordan, winning mentality, guy that wants the ball. You know, who are you going to pick? You got number 1, Jordan. Number 2, Kobe. 3, LeBron.
And I can respect
you have your opinion. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not going to try to switch your mind.
If you ask me who's the second best basketball player of all time it's LeBron in the sense of, we already talked about this too, like one-on-one, LeBron's beat.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't know that he is.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't know that he is.
No. Sidetrack. Let's real quick. So if you had a shot to give one person the ball to make a game-winning shot, obviously Jordan's one.
Yes.
Who's your You're going to pick LeBron to
take
the game-winning
No, I would not.
Okay,
but
so that's what I'm trying to say.
That doesn't make him the second best basketball player of all time, though.
Yeah, but what I said is I didn't say
You're saying one shot.
Said the guy
I would take DeMar DeRozan right now over Kevin Durant to make the last shot. He just made 2.
Okay, but I'm saying who's the closest to Jordan? I'm saying winning mentality, guy who wants to have the ball.
That's where I agree with you. He is the closest to Jordan. But LeBron is the second best basketball player of all time.
I still don't know.
I think he's like 4th or 5th. Honestly.
Wow, you're going mad low.
I think that fucking Larry Bird's a way better basketball player than
he's a better shooter. But
I think all-around basketball player, defense, fucking passing, fucking everything. Larry Bird was better
Magic
at basketball.
Speaking of Larry
Magic
Bird,
is better at basketball than LeBron James.
I'm really happy to hear you say that. I saw a guy, or I heard a guy on the radio the other day.
Steph Curry is better at basketball than LeBron James.
Watching Nikola Jokic,
the best shooter ever
of all time,
and he goes, "There's something about Jokic and Bird. They look slow as hell, but they are the smoothest white dudes."
The more I look into Larry Bird, the more I think that he's
not like it would ever happen. But if Jokic ever came to the Bulls, start raising the banner now.
Right now!
Oh my God!
That would be the piece that would be over.
We couldn't you can't afford that. Right
I would ship out. I would ship out Vooch, Kobe White. Fucking
but
Patrick Williams. I would give away guys for Jokic.
Now you're playing fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd ship
but he would be a perfect fit too. But this is another reason why I like Miles Turner over Sabonis, though. Like, he doesn't need to score. He scores for Indiana because Indiana's a terrible team.
Yeah, they're bad.
Like, he will fit in with this group because he would be no problem being the fifth fiddle, you know? Like, the guy who doesn't need to score, all he's going to do is play defense and rebound. And that length against Milwaukee in the playoffs, where you get Miles Turner and Lonzo. Like, one thing I love about the Bulls is their help defense.
Yes.
Lonzo Ball and Caruso's help defense.
Well, their hands are so fast too.
Yes, that's what I mean.
So I watch them every game.
You get Giannis trying to go to the rack on a Miles Turner, who's one of the best big guy defenders in the league, and you have a guy like Lonzo and Caruso, and even like you said, DeMar and Zach are playing defense out too because they're so happy to be.
How about
there.
having a Giannis on the Bulls? All
right,
my
God.
Well, that's just never.
No, I know.
I disagree with that. Giannis already kind of said that.
Yeah, but he just signed
at
a max,
some point he wants. No. He said after his next contract
he's got like another 4 years.
Yeah, it's like another 4 years.
Yeah, DeRozan will be retired.
He already
by
said like his next goal at some point would be to leave there and to go win a championship somewhere else.
Here's a weird hypothetical I'll throw at you guys. Very bizarre question, but if you had to keep one guy in the Bulls roster to move forward with, and you had to drop everybody else, who's the one guy?
I think and this pains me to say it because I was such a Levine hater, but it's Levine. It's
because he's still
if it wasn't for age, it would be DeMar.
Yeah, exactly. DeMar's got 2 more years, really.
Yeah, realistically. Which no one even thought he was going to get this year out of him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now seeing how good we are, we have a 3-year window to win this all.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, to win a title with this team.
Yes.
Because the way the salary cap structured with this team right now, too, you're not going to go out and get, like, why? Like, I've heard Bulls fans say, like, let's go get Damian Lillard. Why?
That's stupid. No.
That is the dumbest thing ever.
I love Damian Lillard. I love Damian Lillard.
Who's one of the best orchestrators.
Yeah.
Defensive point guard.
We wouldn't be able to help Damian Lillard out.
Exactly.
It's another
Why would we want
guy that wants
3
bonus
guys like that that need the ball in their hands? Like, we got 2.
We're lucky that those 2 work together so well. And, like, I love that when they were both on COVID breaks, they're, like, tweeting out, like, can't wait to get back, man. You know, like, can't wait to see you. Like,
DeMar texted Zach. He goes, dude, get back as soon as possible.
Yeah. DeMar going to Illinois, like, dude, they seem like they're all everyone's on the right page.
There was another moment late in one of the games a couple weeks ago that I read about. An article was Billy Donovan's kind of going over something in the huddle in a late game situation, and he's like, okay, well, you know, we kind of want to go to Zach here, and then DeMar's like, yeah, he's like, go to Zach here. He's like, I'll be hanging out in the wing. Zach, if you don't get your shot, kick it to me. I'll be ready. Like, he's like not having to be like that Pippen. Like, I got to take the shot.
They're both like that too.
Yes, they're willing to give up for the
Zach
other guy's success.
Totally okay with DeMar making these.
And you're seeing, especially the game the other night, Friday night against Wizards, the extra pass.
Yes.
These guys are making the extra pass, like getting wide open shots.
First of all, scoring 130 points.
Yeah.
That Wizards defense is not like it's not like, you know,
they're
like
good.
The Lakers.
Well, they're mid-tier. I think they were 14th, 15th in the league for defense.
But that's what I mean.
But
like,
that's
they're not terrible, and they put up a 130 spot like it was nothing.
And the more impressive thing was 73, 74 at half and 107 after 3 quarters. They did 130 with a bad fourth quarter.
I think what the most impressive was is Kobe White 4 for 4 from 3 and Ayo DeSumo 3 for 4 from 3. Like, we don't need everyone who says like the Bulls need to take more threes because that's the NBA. No, they're one of the most efficient teams in the NBA. That's what's great. DeMar DeRozan shooting 2-pointers. That's why no one wanted DeMar. Yeah. Because DeMar shooting 2-pointers.
It doesn't fit the mold.
It doesn't fit this NBA.
Yeah.
It absolutely fits this team. Yeah. And it absolutely is great if you're efficient doing it.
Yeah. Well, going to what Justin said at the top of the show, too, like how the Bulls are a big surprise. Like, I'll admit, I'm surprised that they're this good. But before the season, dude, I was kind of touting them. I was telling a bunch of my buddies, I'm like, dude, the win total was like 41. Dude, they already have like 20.
Oh, my God.
25, 25,
25.
Yeah.
I do remember that. And I would have hammered that.
I'm like, dude, take the over wins. I told everybody. Yeah. And then one of my buddies who's a Timberwolves fan who, you know, they kind of suck or whatever.
Yeah. And he's probably salty about the Levine
give me 5
trade.
to 1 odds. I'll take the Timberwolves have more wins than the Bulls. I'm like, you're on for 50. So if I win, he owes me 50. If I lose, I owe him 250.
For 40? Yeah. 40 wins?
No. Whoever has more wins between the two. The Bulls, I mean, the Bulls are going to beat them. I mean,
my God.
They already cashed that.
That guy actually thought the Timberwolves were going to win more games?
Yeah.
Look at that Jimmy Butler trade now. Bulls win that for sure.
Why? Who did we get?
Well, Jimmy Butler's not even there anymore. We got Zach LaVine and Laurie out of the deal, which we ended up getting some back for Laurie as well. Yeah.
which Cleveland's been.
Remember the whole thing was
Cleveland
is Laurie gonna get a deal for the Bulls?
Yeah.
Like, dude, bye.
Yeah, I'm happy now we
I
got
was
rid
so
of.
excited when we first got him, but
I
again,
know.
like when you look at the coaching and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like I think like again, like if we would have had Billy Donovan back then, we
Right.
would have known what kind of player Laurie really.
Well, you're
was.
also seeing like Bobby Portis kind of ball out now too, and it's like,
Well, Bobby was
man,
good with us,
yeah, he was like, but I felt like he never got like harnessed his.
but even
potential.
Bobby, he's a sixth man because he's playing the
Yeah.
same position that.
Right.
I'm just saying, at the time when we had him,
Oh.
when we drafted him and everything else, to see him flourish with another team, I feel like that's so Chicago.
I
Like,
think he.
all of our guys do
I
better
think
on
he
other
did
teams.
really well with us, though. I just think again, like I actually blame Garpax for getting rid of them because, like at the time, we weren't ready to win anyway.
No,
Like
yeah,
let
that's
him go. Like
Yeah.
we're not. Why are we going to spend 15
Right.
mil, 10 mil
Yeah.
a year on a guy like that
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
don't even know who our number one was at the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
So
yeah, we were a mess like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
we've been
Oh
a
my
mess for
God.
a long time.
Yeah,
Dude, we should talk
It's
about.
so fun to watch them though.
Oh, no
that's
doubt.
what another thing I want to touch on too. It's just like like I said, the Derrick Rose Bulls were fun. The year he got hurt, we were all devastated. Obviously,
Was that the MVP year that he got hurt or no?
no,
He-
no,
it was the
year
next
before.
year.
No, he won the year before.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
yes,
Yeah.
he won the year MVP, and then the next year he got tore his knee up in the finals.
That
tore-
year he won MVP, dude. He was sick.
It's nasty.
Well, and not only that, like he got bounced in 5 by the Heat. But if anyone remembers that too, we won the first game.
Yeah.
And the 3 games after that were,
Dude, they were really
ridiculous.
Dude, they were really physical too. The Heat were flopping all over
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah,
place.
Yeah,
Well,
we
and
were-
obviously
like,
LeBron gets LeBron called.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember there was like one time, I think it was Noah or someone swung and went like this, and I think it was either LeBron or
Bosh,
someone
yeah.
probably
completely
Bosh.
faked
That
it, and
raptor
there was no
looking-
reviews at the time, and then they're like winking at each other. They were the
Yeah.
biggest floppers.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about LeBron again. It's like one of those things I just can't
and
get over.
trust
It's
me,
like, God.
that's a valid point. Getting back to our point
Yeah.
earlier, like I think a lot of people hate LeBron because of the other
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
that makes him look like a baby.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like for me,
Having
that's
an
why
ESPN
LeBron.
special,
Yeah.
like
but,
saying, "Oh, I'm going to Miami."
But that's also why, like, again, let's not forget, and I don't want to put this unpolitely, but Kobe Bryant was brought up on rape charges.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think he was let go
I'd
of those
rather have
charges.
LeBron James,
I think he was charged, but
Which,
he was
by the
never
way,
found
if
guilty
anyone
on those
knows
charges.
LeBron James, like that man is the most charitable person.
He is very
in
charitable.
the NBA. Like he literally does so much for every community he's in. I always just
Except for the small businesses around the stadium, because as soon as he leaves Cleveland every time, all of the businesses around the Quicken Loans Arena
That's
literally
not his fault.
fall off a
That's
cliff.
Cleveland.
Stay in
dude.
Cleveland, man.
Who
You're
wants-
from Akron. Stay there and like
Who
win a
wants
title.
to
there.
live do you want to live in Cleveland?
No, I don't give a shit if you want to live there or not. That's your hometown, man.
Doesn't
Like
matter.
your team needs you.
I would rather be in LA than fucking Cleveland.
Yes, anyone would be, but he wasn't born in Cleveland or he wasn't born in LA.
It
So
doesn't matter.
Deal with
though.
it.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
dude, that's like growing up in Peoria and saying you're from Chicago, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Come
I
on,
get it.
like-
But like they drafted
And
you,
now
man.
that it is,
Yeah,
They
I mean,
drafted
same
you
state,
in your home
still different.
in your home state. Drafted you like
Did you not hear Joe
Stay
Burrow?
there, man.
It was Joe Burrow the other week who says, "I'm like, well, it's not very hard for us to stay out because there's nothing to do in Cincinnati, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing to do in Cleveland either. Like,
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to knock them as a town. It just,
I am, but
I am to a certain degree, but like, it's a great sports town, Cleveland. It's a great
Is
sports
it
town.
though?
They have a very passionate fan base about a lot.
The Guardians,
of all,
they're
The Guardians.
Story.
that the
Did
soccer
they announce
soccer
the,
team or what is
Washington-
it?
No,
called?
that's going to be the
Did they-
Indians' new name.
Yeah, they're the
Oh
Guardians,
yeah.
But they're getting
Guardians.
sued
Did
by
they
the roller
announce
rink team.
Washington's name yet?
no
You didn't
way.
hear about that?
No.
Yeah, like the roller hockey or roller rink
Some
team,
roller
the
derby team.
Guardians are suing them.
Yeah,
Oh my
man, that
God.
must be a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
I heard
they-
Washington
Peter
football team
Francis
real quick is
Geraci
got a new
doing
name
that.
in February.
Oh, what is
couple
that?
weeks. They haven't said it yet.
Oh, I thought this was a punchline.
No,
you were waiting
no,
to throw
no,
down on
no.
No,
me.
Peter Francis Geraci is handling that case. It should be really good for that roller derby. But
He's
do you,
always-
again, do you guys like their Washington football team has they're making their big announcement on what their team name's gonna
Yeah,
be.
that's what we were
That's
just
what you
saying.
just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like who I kind of like the Washington football team.
I think it's
It's so dumb.
the dumbest thing.
Yeah, they have no.
Did you hear the other team names though?
I get it, but like
Red Wolves, yeah.
Well, Red Wolves was Knicks because again, same thing. Like you were talking about, there's a team that's the Red Wolves that copyright infringement.
Why don't you just be like the Sentinels, like the
Washington something?
What was the movie with Shane Falco?
Oh yeah, Sentinels.
Oh,
yeah.
Replacements.
How cool would that be?
Sentinels, yeah.
Oh
yeah, why not?
Little Shane
The
Falco.
replacement.
Shane Falco's the best quarterback of all time.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was scrubbing the bottom of a boat when they found him. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And he's the only, besides Steve Young, the only successful lefty quarterback.
Was he lefty? Shane Falco was lefty?
Shane Falco was lefty.
Oh, shit.
Dude, how about what we should talk about is the Bulls documentary. I know it was a couple years back.
Last
I'm
Dance.
assuming both you guys watched the Last Dance.
Oh my god,
Yes.
I watch it all the time.
Dude, first of all, I mean, it was must-see TV, and how huge it was. Like right when the pandemic first started, they moved it up 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
And dude, they were starting to show them, and they still weren't finished editing.
Oh really?
Episodes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, dude, it was really cool. A lot of the stuff I actually kind of knew about the Bulls because I went to high school with a couple buddies that ball boyed for them, and
the Roans or
Andy Roan, but like Justin O'Neal's father is the head ticket guy. He was actually in the special. He had a couple little excerpts in it, and
that's cool.
My buddy Paul Fullerton used to be a ball boy for the Bulls. So,
oh really?
All the stories about them calling Krause names, like dude, that was legit. They hated him. Before he'd get on the bus, they'd be calling him like a fat ass and shit like that.
I kind of feel bad for Jerry at the end of that.
Little bit.
You kind of did. But dude, he was
an
fucking
idiot.
arrogant.
He was an idiot. He deserved kind of what he got.
Reinsdorf actually looked really bad in the documentary.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. Saying he would never pay Scotty because I tried to talk Scotty out of this deal. Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe
But
I'm
telling you right now, I'll never pay you after this. So you're a dickhead is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, dude, that documentary was great. I mean, the stories like we talked about, Rodden going to Vegas.
Yes.
Yep.
And
I like the guy, one of the security guys that would play the dice with Jordan or whatever.
Did you see the SNL skit?
Yeah.
They did off that.
Yeah.
That was so great.
What do you do, the pose or whatever?
Yeah. Where they were throwing quarters at the wall and like Mike was like basically taking everything from this guy. It was so
I know this is gonna be a controversial opinion, but my dad and a bunch of people I know, like, oh, they should have tried one more year. They wouldn't have won the next year, in my opinion. Dude,
I think they would have.
Dude, I watched a lot of that 98. Rewatched the 98 finals. Dude, they fought tooth and nail with Utah.
Yeah, but they never went to a game 7. Yeah, they never went to a 7 game.
They were down big in that game, though. I mean, if you could watch like the last couple minutes of it, and they were down big, and then all of a sudden they came back and won, and they were in Utah. But
wouldn't you
rather go out on top though? I mean, like
no, I think I agree with MJ. I agree with MJ. They should have they should have went out when they were beaten.
Yeah, but dude, how bad would that have sucked?
That would not have sucked. You won 6 championships.
I'm not saying that hurts Jordan's legacy, but in a way, it like makes it a little bit less of what it is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, to a certain degree. Oh wow.
Oh, we're gonna see.
That's a wiener over here.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no way this shouldn't work, right?
No, I mean,
it's starting to get nice and toasty already. Blackening up real nice.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, that's cooking.
Maybe you put it like on top of the flame. Yeah, I know you want to like you're quick and you probably want to stuff that down your face.
It's blackening up real quick.
Yeah,
this is alcohol. It's alcohol. It's burning it. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
I did not think that was going to work that well. Oh my god,
this might not be a great idea.
That's definitely not going to taste great. I feel like.
Well, there's no reason that burning this like off alcohol should be a problem, right? I think on the website when I bought this said that you could do like s'mores over it, so it shouldn't like cause any.
No, it's not like you're.
I don't
like,
think you're gonna harm yourself.
Like alcohol.
Yeah, right.
Sure. But I'm just saying that's not gonna taste good. That's gonna be way too crispy on the outside.
You can put enough toppings on it to make anything taste good. You know?
Well, I think you have to eat it no toppings.
I don't know about that.
Dude, how about the
come on.
How about the drama now going on between Scotty and kind of Jordan and
yes.
everything.
So when you watch the documentary, right? Scotty's all MJ this, MJ that, and then he writes a book. I don't know if you guys heard Charles Barkley's interview about it. He goes, I really like Scotty, but to want to sell a book that bad,
Right?
Like
that was on ESPN
Scotty
radio,
looks
right?
so bad right now.
Oh,
so bad.
That's bogus.
Dude,
I mean,
everybody loves Scotty for who he is and what he was.
Yeah.
He like
That we
he's
get it,
acting
Scotty.
like the
Like, we don't want
disrespected.
Nobody in Chicago
Yeah.
thought he looked bad in that.
He's getting butthurt. It's like his own freaking ego.
Yes.
It's like,
Dude,
dude,
he's
chill.
got a really bad look going for him.
Yes. And he was, I mean, he's like,
And like they said, dude,
He's
Jordan
an icon in Chicago.
will probably never talk to him ever again.
Oh, no.
Why would
That's what Charles said, too.
Yeah.
Barkley goes,
You know,
if you guys know MJ, he ain't ever talked to that man again.
Barkley and Jordan had a big dust up because Barkley said something on one of the halftime shows about how Jordan's not a good owner or this and that, and Jordan got pissed. And dude, to be honest with you, I mean, like I love Jordan.
Jordan's not a great,
I love Jordan, but dude, he
finally got a
he's doing his
franchise
job.
player. He finally got a franchise player at least.
LaMelo looks good.
LaMelo is the real deal. He's the real deal. That man's gonna average 25, 9, and 8 for a long time.
He might be able to go get some of those triple-double in a year things. He's the kind of player that probably could.
Yeah.
Which is odd because I never thought anyone would be able to get those stats and then to see Russ do it.
I'm not
even
gonna lie
as a
though.
bad shooter,
Is it just me? Like the Charlotte Hornets uniforms to me are awesome.
Yeah,
They're my favorite.
everybody had that starter jacket.
Starter,
It was.
exactly.
In the 90s, that was like the dope one to get.
And now that they went back to that, I'm like, oh
It's
my
cool.
God, I'm all for it.
No, I'm about that too.
Love it.
Those starter jackets, I felt like, man, that was like the thing to have. Like if you had one of those jerseys too, man. or
Everyone
one of
had a
those
Bulls or a Hornets.
Yeah,
And that was like
the
when
only two that
Muggsy
got
Bogues
sold. I feel
was,
like, yeah. Using like the fucking dunk contest and shit.
yeah, exactly. That's what
5'8".
Muggsy
Dude, the
Bogues
Bulls
did
in the
after.
'90s were like the Beatles, dude. I mean,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
wild.
Yeah, watching that
We used to have
documentary,
big
that
block
was
parties and shoot fireworks off. And
when they win the titles and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, watching that documentary too, you really do get a sense. Like Michael Jordan was not just the biggest athlete on the planet; he was the
celebrity, biggest.
He
Celebrity.
was the biggest celebrity
Yeah.
on the planet. Like there was. That guy could not go anywhere. And he says something, and we all think about this, you know, if we were filthy rich or famous or whatever.
Right.
But he is right. Like, I don't know if I'd want that.
Right.
Everyone in your personal business all day, every day. Like,
and it does have its advantages and perks.
Obviously,
you wake up, you never have to worry about money. You
Yeah,
don't have to worry about getting a date.
But I'm just saying there is a price to pay.
Normal things that we all have to worry about.
Yes. All I'm saying is there is, like, people don't give this enough credit. There is a price to pay.
Right.
Yes.
No doubt.
Zero privacy the rest of your life. I mean, I get it.
And don't get me wrong, you and I would, all three of us.
I think I'm taking it.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
take the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get that money.
Yes.
For
I mean,
sure.
I'll sign autographs till my arm falls off.
Yeah, exactly.
This is looking like it's turning out better.
I don't
I'm
know.
feeling
It
better
looks
about this.
very.
It's not
It's
bad.
actually, yeah.
It's
better.
not as
It's better.
black as the other one for sure. You definitely charred that.
I'm gonna be the guinea pig on these and see how this goes.
Yeah, please.
I might get you
Yeah,
guys
it's definitely
some
not gonna be
screws.
us.
Yeah.
You're the one cooking
Well-
it. You gotta eat this thing.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. I have a feeling too, like the other one that you charred the whole hell up, I guarantee you that's not cooked.
It wasn't. I broke it up
Yeah.
and it was not cooked.
Yeah, it is not cooked.
That's why I was like, I got to get this baby on the
All right,
top.
I think you should probably test that one now.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think this
I
baby's got to
feel
start
like you
bubbling
did-
up a little bit.
I feel like you did the other one longer.
No, this has been longer, but I've been like dancing at the top of the flames here. So,
Dude, if you got to cook all you got to do is heat it up. Like, it doesn't need to be like.
yeah.
I
you gotta
don't know.
see
The
it,
other
like,
one, like
bulk up
you
a
said, the
little
other
bit,
one
you
was
know?
not cooked, right?
Oh, the one was definitely not cooked. And I don't like eating fucking
Raw hot dog.
raw hot
Yeah,
dogs.
Dude,
yeah.
next time you need to get like a little rack and like.
Oh, that'd be nice. Get a little
Yeah.
fucking rack for this baby.
Exactly.
Lay him on there. No.
yeah, put a
Oh, you're
rack
not
on
gonna
there.
raw dog it?
You guys are
I know who
fucking
did
dirty.
a lot of raw dogging was Wilt
Yeah,
Chamberlain.
Wilt.
Yeah.
Wilt.
Yeah, Wilt
Get
did
back
a
to
lot of, get back to Wilt. Wilt did a lot of raw dogging. There are STDs that man has
Probably created.
Like,
Yeah.
he created that.
Yeah,
like,
just talking about these mutations.
not a
of
sip of
COVID.
Herpalane.
Justin, we're not
by
gonna-
Wilt Chamberlain.
We're not going to know if that's good amount of time unless you try it.
Oh, I'm gonna try it soon, man. Don't you worry. Be patient, my friend.
Uh-oh, it's starting to get a
We're
little
gonna see.
dark. That dog's starting to get a little dark.
Huh? We got a lighter over here.
We got a lighter right here, big one.
Yeah, come over here. Put your face on it. Get real close to it, brother. So I'm excited just to see Caruso back in this mix. Now that Kobe's healthy.
He's got COVID now, though, right?
No, he's injured.
He's still
injured.
Injured. He was about to come back from injury, and then he went on protocol.
Are you?
Yep.
Which is, again, we were talking about this off screen a little bit, but kind of good timing for us to all get COVID.
Yeah.
Because
they got COVID nice and early, which is good. Because everyone else has it now, and we're just reaping all the benefits.
And we're going to continue.
Yeah.
And the teams that hadn't got it run through, they might just get that around playoff time and then take their whole team out. I mean, I'm pretty happy about how this has gone so far for us.
I mean, we're the 1 seed in the East.
Right.
Who actually thought that was going to be a real thing?
I think
let's face it, the 4 teams in the East is Milwaukee, Bulls, Heat, and Nets.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
One of those 4 teams is going to be in the finals.
For sure.
Probably not the Bulls, unfortunately, but if they can at least get the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is a topic we should really be talking about. Do you think they could make it to the finals? Because I do think they could.
Dude, so much shit. Anything could happen with these COVID years.
That's what I mean. Like
players getting hurt, Kyrie,
unvaxxed. Reminds me a lot about Phoenix. Like there's a lot of Phoenix qualities there. And with Kyrie, like not being there, I don't know. Like I really think this team could do it.
Yeah.
I think the Bulls could do it.
The thing is
they
like
could. But I agree with you.
Picture,
there's like a very slim percentage.
You look big picture, the West is just so tough. You know what I mean?
That's going to be the toughest thing. I think getting out of the East is tough, but I think that's more likely than us winning the whole thing.
Right.
But you go up against Golden State. We've already seen what happened to us earlier on in the season against Golden State. We got
and that's why this is a huge week for us. We got Brooklyn on Wednesday with Kyrie in our place.
Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be a big game. And then you got Golden State on Friday.
Question.
Can we change the rules?
Wait, how can Kyrie play in Chicago if you need to be vaccinated
to get into the UC?
No, Chicago said that if you're visiting player or something, like he will be able to play.
That's crazy.
I know.
We can't go and see the game unless we're vaxxed, but Or can you do a negative test to get in there?
Not anymore. You used to be able to. No, not anymore.
It's got to be straight up vax.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, because the vaccine's working so well.
My buddy got free
courtside
tickets.
For another
My
day.
buddy got free courtside tickets and wasn't able to go to the game.
Shut up.
He was not vaxxed.
I've sat courtside at the Bulls game before. It was fucking awesome.
Awesome. It's got to be. That's got to be like the coolest.
I've sat
experience.
courtside at a Marquette DePaul game and it was badass.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Bulls courtside.
It was Bulls 76ers, dude. It was fucking awesome.
All right, you guys want to hear the best?
Sixers sucked.
You guys want to hear the best fantasy football loser story ever?
Yes.
So, if you were last in our league,
hot.
you had to go to a Chicago Sky game by yourself, and you could not drink, and you had to sit courtside wearing all Chicago Sky gear.
You had to go buy Chicago.
That you had to pay
Dude,
for.
that's a bad.
That was an awesome, like, I think I was like third to last, like, thank God.
That's like $1,000 losing. I mean,
Yeah.
like, to get all the gear and like,
Yeah.
I mean, courtside seats got to be at least $100 there, right?
I would assume, yeah.
Dude, there's
What are
actually
they,
a couple
honestly?
cute girls on the Chicago Sky, so I probably wouldn't.
That
mind
would
it.
take you there just for the cute girl.
one
Oh
girl-
my God, he hated it. You're by yourself, remind you.
Oh,
too.
yeah, that's
like
true.
you literally have
Dude,
to.
like I'm not saying
And
it
you
wouldn't be
can't
miserable, but I would probably try to make.
and
the
you
best of
can't
it.
drink. Like
Oh, yeah.
all of us watched the
No, you can't
game
do.
on our phones just so we could make sure that he was not drinking. Too.
No, that's classic.
She was on the
Oh yeah, she was not bad looking.
She likes
She's a little
ladies,
too tall
but
for me, but
So does Candace Parker, which I just found out the other day. She's
Yeah.
married-
Naperville.
Which she's
yeah.
married to a female, which doesn't matter, but. I think she's kind of. You ever see her on some of the pre and
look at-
post for
Oh,
the
yeah.
March
Girl.
Madness?
when she not only that, even when she was on what was it NBA Countdown before like the 2:00 slot, the NBA show
Yeah.
they had on
Yeah.
ESPN.
There's this girl,
She was
Lexi
very-
Brown,
she was
who
very
played
cute.
at Duke. She plays on the Chicago Sky. She's really cute too.
Yeah. Like Quigley is
Yeah,
Quigley's
exactly.
attractive.
You know, you got to try to like be glass half full, like,
Yeah.
a little bit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
This might be. I think I know a way to save the WNBA. You guys want to hear it?
Let me hear
what? Have men play?
No.
Joanna, man.
No. What you do is you lower the rim down to 9 foot.
And let these girls
Solves
just dunk?
all your problems. Yeah. They already play with a smaller ball. Give them a 9 foot hoop, and now they're dunking. Now it's fun.
Brittany Griner, she's dunking college.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is she dunks and she gets like wide open, like nobody there. She's like, throw one down, barely get it over the rim.
WNBA is going to get us in a lot of trouble, like our comments.
Yeah. I was just gonna say. I was gonna say something. I had to like bite, but
My work season.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree.
Or 10 years from now, when I'm like rich and famous, and they're like, remember when Mark was on the podcast?
When I go in for this like important job interview, I go in for this important job interview, and they bring this up.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
Yeah, but they'll be digging.
Hopefully that stops happening sometime in the future. That people keep getting canceled.
Or if you do become famous, you just got to delete your social media.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
Completely clean.
Wait,
I mean,
come on. You
Mitch
put all the time on it. How is it?
It's good. It's not bad. It could be cooking a little longer.
I still wish you would have ate just the bear dog. You had to take a bite of the bear dog, I feel like. See what your work really was like.
Mitch Trubisky loved kissing.
I told you I was covering it up.
Before he became an NFL player.
Oh, God.
It was what?
He loved kissing titties. Remember he had a tweet, I love kissing titties?
No way.
Trubisky,
I remember
I never saw it.
Yeah, dude, there was like people made shirts of it. It was from like 20.
That makes me like him a lot more. Is that weird?
But then he claimed that one of his buddies tweeted it from his Twitter. Which,
that's an easy way to get out of it.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Saturday or
Something like that. You guys,
if there's a Mitch shirt out there that is saying something about kissing titties, I want it. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the Jay Cutler shirt with a cigarette in his mouth.
Well, I was gonna say the guy that played for Chicago that has now
Jay
become
Cutler
the
is the best Chicago quarterback of all time.
I agree, dude.
Yeah.
Statistically,
oh my God, don't even get me started. I agree.
It's not even
100%
close.
agree. All of the old farts, my dad, my uncle, all these guys are like Jim McMahon, man.
No,
Jim McMahon.
Jay was way better.
First of all, quarterbacks are just different nowadays too.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much more important to be a quarterback now than it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's no knock on Jim McMahon.
Right.
It just it is what it is. Like passing is way too important in today's NFL compared to in the 80s when it was not as important.
Right.
You could win with a 4-6 Bear defense.
Right, exactly.
You can't win like that now.
No. It's NFL.
Which is why the
league,
McCaskies drive me insane because we just hold on to this monsters of the Midway, blah, blah, blah. And
Black and blue division.
All these people who are like, no, how could we move from
if
Chicago?
anybody's never hung
Why
on
would we ever do that?
for what you've done
I don't know, because we're maybe in like one of the coldest towns in the world. And
look what you did 36 years ago. Big deal, dude. The fucking Patriots have won 6 Super Bowls or 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing about Chicago. Is like, well, remember what the Bulls did in the 90s? Or remember what the Bears did in 85?
It's not the 90s.
Yeah, right. Like,
85 is about to be 40 years ago, real quick.
Dude, we're like,
guess what, guys? I was not alive when the Bears won. They're the only team I am a fan of.
Me too.
That I have never seen a championship from. Which is why we get so upset about all the dumb shit they're doing right now.
Well, and it's over and over again. For 30 years of my life, I've been seeing them not have a quarterback and have a really good defense and like never be able to put it together on offense. It's like, why?
Why? Yeah.
Why for so long?
Can we not? Why can Patrick Mahomes do it in the Midwest in a cold city, but we can't?
Or both of
Green Bay's over.
Both of Green Bay's quarterbacks back to back without any duds in the middle.
They are going on 30 years. 30 years of 2 quarterbacks, and we have had like 50.
Dude,
top 10
Aaron
quarterbacks
Rodgers
ever.
is the most punchable person in the
Oh,
NFL.
for sure.
I see him with the long hair. Actually, I do like him a little bit more now because he's kind of like fuck you,
I do kind of,
NFL.
No, I don't. I hate him.
This year, I finally got a little bit of respect for him.
Are you serious? Like, being immunized means you got vaccinated, you dipshit. Like,
yeah, but dude, I agree. But
he
should not have to tell any media member the status of his vaccination.
I agree.
No, that is...
If he's got his STD or whatever.
That is true, but don't go around saying you're immunized when that means you're vaccinated.
Yeah, but dude,
he's got other immunizations. I mean,
he thought maybe he thought he had COVID already.
Oh, God.
And I've been immunized. I've been exposed or whatever.
Listen.
No, I'm saying he probably has like a shot for like polio or
I liked
something
Brett
else.
Favre before
Tuberculosis.
This last 2 years. But again, like one thing that pissed me off even more than the immunization thing was how he handled this offseason. Like, do you not realize you're on a team that goes to the playoffs every single fucking year?
Yeah.
Like,
very annoying.
Like,
yeah, but dude, when you're Aaron Rodgers, you could call the shots. Like, dude, it's what you. Like, dude, they never ask him who they want to draft or like whatever. They should get him involved.
I agree.
Because, like,
he should be.
They should be like, dude, what can we do to make you happy?
All he said.
You mean
all he said during the thing was,
besides the fact that they put together a team that always goes to the
but all he said was, I don't want to have to make the decisions on free agency.
Advantage during the postseason.
He said, I don't want to make all the decisions of free agency, but I just want to be at the table.
Right.
I just want to be asked what I think about it. And you don't got to take my opinions,
but
just let me sit down.
He blames management for problems that are not, like, you were the 1 seed last year. You had home field throughout.
Yes.
Guess what?
You lost.
Tom Brady came in your house and beat your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think that he was pissed off about what happened when they drafted.
Michael Jordan gets pissed off about the man has won 1 Super Bowl.
Agreed.
1 Super Bowl.
I know, and dude. Okay, that's why Green Bay fans are so fucking annoying too.
Title Town USA.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you.
Because you guys want to
with these 30 years of phenomenal top
2
and
30 years.
quarterbacks, you have won 2 championships.
Trying to get you this a little closer. Bring this maybe this way.
Don't
grab the concrete. Yeah.
Like, I can't. Listen, I told you guys earlier, I think Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I have ever seen.
No, Tom Brady.
No.
Talented?
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
He's the best.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
I agree with Jordan.
Aaron Rodgers is the most talented.
Yes.
There is nothing that man cannot do with a football.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
It sucks.
The fact that you choke year after year after year in the playoffs.
And again, they can't stop the run this year, and they're very susceptible on special teams. Watch them go out and get beat. Like,
did anyone think the Bears actually had a shot of winning that game?
No.
But you know what kept us in the game? How bad the Packers special teams were.
Yeah. I mean, I had the Bears covering 12.5, and they couldn't even fucking do that.
Yeah. I said at halftime when we were winning.
They wouldn't have covered 12.5 today either.
I was going online to try to bet the spread when the Bears were up 6 points.
Yeah.
Like, that's how little I believe in the Bears.
Yes. Yeah, because they're going to find a way to give it away because Aaron Rodgers won't allow that team to lose games that can be had in the last couple of minutes.
Unless it's in the playoffs, obviously.
Unless it's in the playoffs, yeah.
So this is the only way that Justin could get me here is by telling me that we're going to roast food and have chicken. And, normally we have a chef here, but
I'm going to do something Justin didn't do. When I cook this hot dog, which this is not looking cooked at all.
No, it takes a while, I'm telling you.
But when it's cooked, I'm going to eat this whole thing.
You're going to do it?
No
toppings. Okay.
No toppings.
I'd like to see you guys doing a little sword fight there. It's getting me all randy.
That's what I've always wanted with my life.
You're fighting for space, fighting for the good.
So again,
flame.
getting back to the Bears and Bulls, though, isn't this like the craziest thing too? Like, look what the Bulls did. They get AK and Eversley. They completely clean house because Reinsdorf finally realized he's a moron.
Yeah.
And yet, all I hear this week is that Ryan Pace is going to retain his job.
Yeah.
No, I heard that they're going to move him up to president, which
would be 10 times
It would be
worse.
horrible.
It's better than Ted Phillips. I think he's better than Ted Phillips.
Yeah, but
that's breeding a culture of like you can
mediocrity.
Fail up. Yeah, you would fail up.
Yeah. No, I agree with that part of it.
I heard that the Bears were going to hire Tony Dungy as a consultant.
Well, that'd be smart. But
they hired many people. Like the McCaskies are good at seeking out help. They just won't change their structure. Their structure needs to be move Ted Phillips onto the Arlington project.
No, it should be. Ted Phillips should be fucking on the streets doing nothing.
Yes, because he's been here since 1999. What have we accomplished?
Right.
In 22 years.
Again.
Dude, all right, I want to go off on a quick Bears tangent. It's real quick, 2 seconds. Sell the team. I mean, dude,
they're
plain
not
and
going
simple.
to. They're not
Sell
going
the
to.
team.
There's no chance
Everybody,
of that happening.
I get sick of it because I see on social media, fuck Matt Nagy, Nagy's gone, this and that.
No, it is a systemic problem from top to bottom. I agree with you 100%.
Dude, Matt Nagy, yes, he's a bad coach, whatever.
They are the dumbest people of all time. If you get Arlington, you realize that franchise go from $4 billion estimated right now to $10 billion.
I don't know about that much.
Oh, it will be.
I don't know if it'll
be
be 10.
When you get a casino next to it, if you put a casino next to it, you're
talking that'd be more than the Dallas thing is 8 right now.
But all of those franchises are.
You'd also need to win a little bit too. Let's not.
Dallas doesn't win, and they're the most valuable franchise.
Yeah, but that's actually a good point.
They did win
This year, finally.
They at least make the fucking playoffs.
For a while, they didn't make the playoffs for like fucking 10 years.
Literally, they've only made the playoffs, I think, 3 times in the last
Well, they're gonna make it this year.
Yeah.
Well,
finally.
Good for them.
And again, I am actually very impressed with Dak's comeback story.
I'm not.
I'm very impressed by him. I didn't think he was going to be
Dallas
great.
winning the division this year.
Yes, I had Dallas.
Dude, the most surprising team to me is Philly.
Yeah.
How the hell did they make the playoffs?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that coach deserves some.
Jalen Hurts has played his ass off.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that good.
He's starting to look like a pretty good quarterback there.
Which is funny too, because then you go back to like the college days with them and like starting Tua over him and stuff, and it's like, how do you lose that job? But he's like looks like a better pro quarterback.
And then he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and he did pretty well. But
God, who didn't want Lincoln Riley
Tua
as the
came in-
next Bears head coach?
Tua came in at half because they were losing the 1 year to Clemson.
Yeah. Yes. He came in. I think Jalen Hurts got injured though, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
No?
He was playing like
pulled him?
shit.
No, no, they.
And he came in and won it. Yeah, he was throwing
Tua
dimes.
a 5-star,
Yeah.
higher.
He's like a
highly
freshman.
touted, yeah.
Tua's brother was at Alabama too, and then transferred over to Maryland.
Yeah, I heard he was.
What an idiotic mistake that was.
Yeah.
For real.
Is he a quarterback?
I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna taste, but I'm gonna try.
Let's see. Watch out for that skewer in the middle too. Yeah. Not cooked or not bad.
Good.
Yeah. Taking the
I'm not gonna stick. My new favorite meal.
Walmart supplied these today. They're a new sponsor of ours. If you want to
thank you,
take
Walmart.
advantage of low pay and taking down small businesses, look nowhere else than Walmart. They're a fantastic place.
Yeah, they have great skewers for hot dog and
Great skewers.
Does anybody know what the Bulls score is tonight?
Oh yeah, let's see what
Oh,
we got
yeah.
going on. They're currently playing, and they're away, right? You said they're in Dallas.
They're in Dallas.
Okay.
And Mark was saying right before the game, down by 2. Yep,
How much time? What quarter?
9 minutes in the third.
Oh, so there's plenty. Of
Yeah,
time.
they just started the second half basically. But
Bulls
that's a little
survived
down
by
on the
that.
points for us. Yeah, it's down on our points.
Because they beat the hell out of Dallas early.
Again, we
this
could
season.
still beat the hell out of them. That team goes on scoring streaks like a Bulls team I've never seen. Like they can score 15 points in fucking
I mean,
2
they
minutes.
scored
And, like,
130 points.
that's what I'm
last
saying.
night, yeah.
They get hot. And again, I think a lot of it has to do with just the unselfish play that these guys, none of them care to
And
be.
again, you got to give
Right.
the
The
credit
superstar.
to Billy Donovan though
It
there
is.
too. Because
It is.
I think like he's got them all to buy into this.
Yes.
And again, that's like we talked
AK
about.
and
before.
Eversley. Say it again.
Starts at the top, man. Ryan Jones has nothing to do with the Bulls anymore.
No,
He finally just gave it away to AK. and
which is
Eversley.
what
Well, his son,
the
Ryan
Bears
Jordan's
need to
son
do,
runs
too.
The Bulls now.
Yeah, but he gave it away to AK and Eversley.
Yeah.
He's not making any basketball decisions.
All right, so if you could have anybody buy the Bears, you get the pick of the litter of anybody to buy them. Who is buying them?
I mean, dude, I don't even
I would
know
want
the ability.
Cuban.
See,
Everybody says
I always say
Cuban.
Cuban because
No,
I love
everyone
Cuban.
says Bezos because Bezos
yeah.
wants to
Fuck
buy.
Bezos.
Yeah,
I would love Cuban though. He's passionate
Yeah.
about what he does.
and he wants to win.
He wants to win. That's all he cares about is
that,
winning.
it's all he
NFL
cares
would
about.
never have Cuban.
No.
In there.
Oh,
You're right.
no. The Cubs,
I think you're right.
He
would
tried
talk.
to buy the
They
Cubs,
talked about the Cubs, yeah.
and the MLB shut him down. They
Yeah.
said you are not owning.
Oh, because they see how he is, like in the
Yeah.
He's kind
NBA.
of toned it down, obviously,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we don't see him getting teed up by refs anymore. Or...
Nah, anyway, he's still at those games
No.
freaking out though. I mean, he's still
Yeah.
out there
He's
screaming,
passionate as hell.
Yeah,
That's why
which
I
is
love him,
great.
yeah.
dude. And I'm a big Shark Tank guy, so
Yeah.
I
love
That-
I love
yeah,
Shark Tank.
love Shark Tank.
and he's the best on Shark Tank
Oh,
too.
he is.
He's like the nicest,
He's like,
the coolest.
here-
Like
yeah, no, here's my offer. Go.
he's like,
Take it or leave it.
take it or leave it. It's got to be right now.
I love it.
That and
I
he's
love
like
it.
always wins over the other idiots. And
Yeah.
it's so great.
Because everyone wants to work with him.
Oh yeah, he's king shit on
Yeah,
that show. It's like you want to deal with Mark.
yes.
oh, so good.
100%.
Love me some Mark Cuban.
So getting back to like dream scenarios too, for you two, what's your dream scenario for the Bears?
win a
Again-
Super Bowl?
yeah.
Well, that's
what are you
not
saying?
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like dream scenario with
We have 5 picks.
That's not gonna
We have 5 picks this year going into the draft.
no, I mean
I want all
Coach,
offensive line.
coach, GM, president.
Okay.
Who you firing?
See,
who's
I don't
staying?
know GM wise who I would take, but Jim Harbaugh would be my head coaching hire if I could have my way. I like that for a couple different reasons. First off, I'd like it from the ties of Chicago. That he's a Chicago guy and coming
For sure.
out of a big spotlight. He's obviously under the gun in Michigan, so it's not like
also has a 44-19-1
Yes.
record in the NFL.
in the NFL he's
which is
great.
One
He
of the best winning
took
percentages
Kaepernick,
of all time.
Kaepernick, who's not very different skill set from Justin Fields, to a Super Bowl in like Kaepernick's like second year.
Yep.
So can he do it? Absolutely. He's already proven he can do it. And then he is still defensive minded kind of guy. So
yeah.
I thought he's.
My dream scenario, if I had like a Christmas wish, and I could just make one thing happen, I would want Peyton Manning as my president. I'd want Louis Riddick as my GM.
You're going off right off the ESPN fucking anchors.
Jim Harbaugh is my head coach.
Yeah.
And 2 days ago was McDaniels, who I wanted as head coach. But now knowing that Vic Fangio got fired, I want Harbaugh more because I want Fangio to come back. So
that would be amazing.
Those 4 things, if that happened, I would be the happiest Bears fan of all time.
Yeah.
Fire Phillips, fire Pace, fire Nagy. Give me
that'd be
those,
a lot of stars aligning there, but yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Great.
I'll tell you right now.
Sounds pretty though.
This is what sucks about being a Bears fan. We were kind of alluding to this before the show.
There's a lot of things that sucks about being a Bears fan.
But, like, you know what really sucks is knowing that your fan base is smarter than your ownership. Right?
Yes.
Like, when AK,
we can all
like
see it.
we said, when AK made that move for Vooch, we're all like, oh, my God, you're
an idiot.
You're an idiot. What are you doing? And then you see the whole plan come together, and you're like,
right.
That's why you're in the position.
He was smarter than me.
Yes.
He
that's
knows
why
better than I
you're
do.
in the position you are in, because you are smarter than me. You know more about this than I do.
Yeah.
Thank God we have someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But the fact that the McCaskies, like I said, who literally said last year on camera that they are tying Pace and Nagy together, and if Pace does not lose his job, that is just the biggest slap.
Pace has been around for 7 years, dude.
Yeah. 0 playoff wins.
Yeah.
Been to the playoffs twice, by the way. And one of those playoffs was because they went from 6 to 7 teams, and you were 8-8.
Yeah.
You had no
Snuck
shot
in.
of beating the
you
Saints.
snuck in.
You had no shot
got
of beating
My
slapped
dream
around.
scenario for the Bears is the McCaskey selling the team.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not going to happen, but my dream scenario.
You're dreaming,
It
yeah.
is your dream, yeah.
Pace gone, Nagy gone, head coach Phillips. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's a given. And I would actually like to see Ryan Day as the coach from Ohio State.
Who's he? Ryan Day?
Yeah,
I'm not
just
familiar.
because he's got the connection with
Justin
Fields.
You saw that work in Arizona.
You did see the ass pounding Jim Harbaugh just took last week.
Yeah,
Listen,
I get it, but
he doesn't recruit the way that other, like Ohio State, Alabama, and all of them recruit, though. And guess what you don't have to do in the NFL? Recruit.
Yeah.
You don't have to recruit.
Ryan Day would be a better head coach for the Bears than Jonathan Taylor.
I would bet
I didn't think about that, but I like
it. That would not be true.
Yeah.
I would put my life.
I'll make a side bet. If Jim Harbaugh is the coach of the Bears, they will not win a Super Bowl.
Well, they're not going to win a Super Bowl no matter who
Ever.
you get because the McCaskies are the owners, like you said. I mean, it's just.
Why you guys be so negative right now? I have like
Have
Justin
you watched
Fields
Bears
like
football?
fucking.
Did you watch
winning
the
us a
first
ring.
half of today?
Yeah, and
Even
I've
when
also
they were dominating the
and
game
I've also
today,
and I've
they
also
still only scored 14
I have
points.
optimism because I just saw a Bulls team look this hot garbage 2 years ago and now be the 1 seed. So
But
anything can happen.
Here's the thing, though. The Bears are not going to do that. They're not going to get rid of Ryan Pace. Ryan
see.
Pace is going to
We'll
choose
see.
our next head
Ryan
coach.
Pace is going to be around. It sucks, but he's going to be around.
Ryan
hope
Pace
he's not,
is going
man.
to choose our next
Today
head
was
coach.
another slap in the face in the field that like, let's pull the trigger. I'm mad that Nagy isn't fired already.
This is the thing, like, dude.
I'm mad he's not announced already.
The McCaskies get a pass all the time. Because you know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Nagy's gonna get fired, and all the Bears fans are gonna be like, "Yeah, Nagy's
Thank
gone."
God, yeah.
And then you get
No,
some
I
other
think
Joe Schmo in there.
I think the majority of the Bears fans think the way we do, though. Like,
Yeah, but
it is a systemic
You look at social
problem
media,
from top
dude.
to
Social
bottom.
media is where
Yeah.
people express their thoughts and opinions and emotions. It's all Nagy.
It's all Nagy.
Yeah.
Pace don't take any of the blame. It's Nagy.
I would say 50% of the Bears fan base knows that Pace is part
Deep
of the problem.
down.
Yeah.
But it's still.
But I
easier,
did
though.
hear an alarming, like, again, so I work out in Indiana. I drive for DoorDash. Like, I'm in the car all day listening to this. I have never, I couldn't believe how many people called in this week saying that Pace was,
Yeah.
like,
And all the
not a problem.
Oh, yeah. A couple of them, yeah.
It was
Because he's gotten some
50%
late
of the
round
call.
picks that have worked
People
out
are
for
just
us.
like, oh, he's a football guy. Let him be the president.
He's a football guy. What makes him a football guy? Did he ever play?
No, but I think he
There
comes from
are
the
some
same,
picks that have kind of worked
No,
out, but
yes.
there's more that haven't
But
than
listen,
have.
you're
I mean,
going
that's
to
why.
have that.
Yeah.
Any GM
Yes.
is gonna. I could have picked some
This
guys
is
that
his
would have worked
second
out.
quarterback, and we
Yep.
still don't know what's going to happen with Fields.
Yeah.
And look at the wide receiver, dude. They
Now
signed
that-
that guy from West Virginia.
Who
They
hired
drafted him.
Kevin
He was
White.
horrible.
Time
Kevin
out.
White was
Time
bad.
out. Who hired Matt Nagy?
Pace.
Was that Ryan Pace?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should lose your job for that alone. I agree.
Like, what is the argument here? I get the whole like John Fox wasn't his guy. Even if John Fox was the wrong guy that he was stuck with, that doesn't mean you couldn't build a talented roster around him. So
Dude, if
when
the
you
Bears-
got your right guy,
If the
You
Bears,
were-
I've never been arrested in my life. If the Bears hire somebody that doesn't have NFL experience before, you'll find me at House Hall. I will get arrested. I will literally barge
So
you
the
I
day
don't-
guy you said you wanted to hire,
don't think they are.
he has NFL experience?
Harbaugh,
can
right?
I
That's
get
your
the
guy.
light over
No,
there?
but I thought you were saying the guy Day.
Day, he doesn't. But
He was-
okay, so he's
He does have NFL experience as a quarterbacks coach.
But my thing with Day is the camaraderie. If it was
Justin
anybody
Fields
else,
guy.
like you said, Lincoln Riley, you know.
Oh my God, Lincoln Riley sculpted 3 number 1 picks.
Yeah, but does that mean he could do it at this level? I mean,
Absolutely. He's the one who sculpted them in the first place.
we saw Urban Meyer come in and
Give me
not
Lincoln
look
Riley.
so good.
But he
Yeah,
knows
but
how to
Urban
scheme.
Meyer was getting lap dances from chicks.
Yeah.
That should make him better.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I kind of like him more.
I mean, they beat the Colts
I'm a
today
Gators
without him.
fan, by the way, too. So.
You're a what fan?
A
Gators.
Gators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got the Mama head. I see it.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, Tim Tebow though. Still love him.
I hated that guy.
I love Tim Tebow.
I like that he did a lot with not a lot of
First of
physical
all-
talent, but
First
What do you
of all,
mean? Oh, in college?
Yeah.
He had a lot of talent.
Oh yeah.
He had the Pouncey
In
I'm
college,
brothers.
saying like
yeah.
arm strength. I'm saying his own like
NFL,
he
yeah.
was just a big guy with like some athleticism,
But
but he
people
wasn't
forget
like,
that, like, he
a
took a
freak
pretty
show.
He's like
shitty
legitimately the
arm
best
talent.
college player of all time.
Yeah,
because
he
of
took a
stats
pretty
and what he
shitty
did, but-
Denver team to the playoffs that year and beat the Steelers, who
But-
were a lot of
but
people think
It was a slant that he threw though.
He did
a
have
slant that got
he
taken
did
like
have
60
Jesus on his
yards.
side. He had
That
Jesus
is
on
true.
his
He
side.
had Jesus. You're right.
And that is true.
He did have
He
God.
did have him in his back pocket. As far as Tim Tebow, though, for me, it was like everyone is like, "Oh, he's just gonna take his intangibles and he's gonna be the best quarterback
I
in
never-
NFL. He's gonna be the
As
best."
much
I'm like,
as I love Tim
no, he still
Tebow,
can't throw though.
Yeah.
What about his arm? Because he can't throw. So that's one thing
that's
you
rough.
do need
That's a
as
hard
a quarterback.
thing, yeah. That's a hard thing. But I will tell you this: I have been proven wrong before. One thing I look for, and again, I'm not like Mel Kiper or whatever, but when I evaluate like quarterback talent, the first thing I think you need to have is accuracy, right?
Yes.
There is one quarterback.
have never
in the
had it.
league-
You actually need to have
There's
an arm
one-
too, believe it or
Yes.
not.
No, I just mean like
Mac
Tim
Jones.
Yeah.
Mac Jones. I
Like
don't know if
that's
he's
the
got much of an arm.
one attribute like you can't fix is
Yes.
what I thought.
Accuracy.
Dude, Bears
But-
fans drive me nuts, man.
Let
They
me
drive
tell you right
nuts.
now, Josh Allen was an inaccurate quarterback and is now accurate.
I think Lamar Jackson's getting more accurate.
Eh.
He's getting more accurate.
He hasn't played in a while. In a few
No, I know, but
Doesn't
going into
throw,
this
like,
year,
a lot of like they're in a run-based offense. So a lot of times his guys are wide open
yeah,
because they're
they're
playing
biting,
the
playing
run.
8-man boxes and shit. Yeah.
Dude, you know why Bears fans annoy me is because they're all like, "Oh, Mac Jones, I wish we would have got."
No.
Mac Jones."
Oh my
No,
God!
we would've
If
ruined
I
it.
hear that one more
No,
time,
yeah.
I will kill some. You know,
We were
Justin
talking about it
Fields-
before
if
you got
Justin
here.
Fields played for the Patriots right now. I promise
He'd be
you,
balling
they
out.
are the number 1 seed.
They'd be
in
balling
the
out.
AFC.
And if Mac Jones was here, he would look like fucking
Oh my God,
Jonathan
he-
Quinn. He
first
would
of
look
all-
like
First of all,
terrible.
he would not look like that. He would look like a dead
A
person.
dead person.
because he
He would've
gonna
gotten
die
mauled, got his head
under
ripped
that
off.
offensive
Ah.
line.
That was
died.
we were talking about
He
before
died.
the show, before you got
Yeah.
here though. We're like, when that pick was coming up and Justin Fields and Mac Jones are still on the board,
Yeah,
I
the
was
whole-
positive the Bears are gonna go get Mac Jones.
Mac
and I was
Jones,
like,
yeah.
this would be the most Bears
you-
thing to do.
Well,
It's like pass on
and not
Justin
only
Fields
that,
here and go
we
get Mac
talked about
Jones.
this too. Is the whole idea behind the McCaskies being a little racist?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would
I
draft
for
that.
sure.
Yes.
I called my buddy and like I said, I saw it before it was actually announced that the Bears. I could
Yeah.
see on the TV though that they were up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The not my TV, like the TV in the background
Oh, gotcha.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So I call my buddy. I'm like, the Bears are straight up. The Bears are straight up. guess what they're going to do? They're going to mess this up.
Yeah.
They're
going to go get Mac Jones.
They're going to show
and
how
put him
racist
behind a terrible offensive line.
Yeah, they are going to show how racist they are.
Justin Fields can beat you with his feet, and that's what Mac Jones can't do.
Yes.
Well, and not that
he's got things that Mac Jones can never do.
Right. Anyone, here's another thing.
You got more arm talent than days
about
in
Bears fans. Another thing drives me absolutely insane about Bears fans. The whole Mitch love still. Like, anyone who looks at Justin Fields and Mitchell Trubisky and put them in the same sentence, like, they're not.
Yeah. Have you watched football before?
Justin Fields is an accurate quarterback.
But let's face it, the problem was Nagy and Pace and not Mitch Trubisky.
Yes, I agree.
No.
I think Mitch is a top 25 quarterback in the league. And I think with under the right tutelage,
he's going to be a starter in the NFL next year.
I
He'll
think
be like
so
the
too.
gold starter.
Yeah, I think he's going to get.
Dude, I was at the
Lennon
preseason
money.
game. Bears.
You're showing me Heineke started half a year. He's better than Heineke.
Bears and Bills,
Heineke
dude.
pretty good this year.
Times, but
ate up the Bears in the preseason. I know it's only preseason, but the starters played the first couple series. I was at the
he lit
game.
him up. He lit him up.
But again, guys like Ryan Tannehill being able to have like great stats and stuff.
Rejuvenated career though.
That's what I'm saying, like you telling me Mitch Trubisky can't go be Tannehill? He can't go be,
Brian Dable did not coach him up a little bit better than that.
We should place a $10 bet on Mitch Trubisky being the MVP of the league next year. We probably win literally $10,000.
I would never take that bet.
No, I
take a bet and see if he's a starter next year.
You really can't fix accuracy, but Brian Dable did with Josh Allen. That's all I'm going to say.
Josh Allen, I think it's interesting that
Josh Allen was a 59% completion percentage at North Dakota State.
Do you think it's interesting that like most?
No, Josh Allen went to Wyoming.
Or Wyoming, sorry, Wyoming.
North Dakota was
Wentz and what's Trey Lance? But either way, Wyoming 59% completion percentage. Now he's at 68% in the NFL.
Yeah.
Is it weird that like most of the elite quarterbacks in NFL history stuff like didn't go to like elite schools? Like a lot of them.
Well, I hear dumb Bears fans say that too. Like, oh, he's an Ohio State quarterback. He'll never.
I don't care about that.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I think that's actually works in Justin Fields.
I do agree with you though. It is very eclectic.
Yeah,
it's just all over weird. The place. You have like Stanford.
He was a winner in college.
USC, like.
Well, then again, Wyoming, like
Wyoming,
Josh Allen, and then you look at
Louisville.
Lamar Jackson was Louisville. You look at Aaron Rodgers was Cal. Like, it's like weird. How
Tom Brady was Michigan. Like, it's all over the place.
And Michigan, he wasn't even really the starter. And he's like...
Yeah, he only got the starting job
his senior year.
And it wasn't like the best season of all time. There's a reason he was a sixth-round draft pick.
Yeah.
It is kind of odd. Like, Heisman winning quarterbacks like don't do that
Purdue.
well.
Like,
typically.
Phillip Rivers, NC State, it just is all over the board.
Look at the guy in Seattle. He was at NC State and then Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Russell Wilson.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre.
And then you get all these big guys that come from USC, like Barkley and all these other guys, and they're shit.
Never work out. Yeah,
exactly. Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Carson Palmer was pretty good.
He did pretty good for a little while, but again,
he was a good quarterback.
He's not going to make the Hall of Fame or anything.
You know what was cool was when
Big Ben is a funny
Baltimore had 3 Heisman Trophy winners on their team. They had a package with
Mark
Ingram,
RG3,
and RG3. Yeah, shit, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that as well. They were calling it the Heisman package.
The Heisman package.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so dope. We've gotten really far off of the Bulls talk now.
Yeah, well, that's because the Bears just fucking
so annoying.
Dig at you.
Today was
Bulls are tied up, by the way. 74-74, 2 minutes left, 2:41 left in the third.
With that being said, though, this is a very important Bears day. Let's be honest.
Tomorrow's
yes. But I mean, the next 24 hours are going to be huge Bears. Yeah. It's hard not to talk
about
an
NBA basketball game in January is, not
the only reason I want to do it
because we're the 1 seed right now, and everyone's so surprised.
That's the reason why I wanted to do it was it's right before the halfway point of the season.
Yeah,
and it's like a nice little
And there's a game tonight.
Yeah, there's a game tonight. It's going on right now. Let's see who's got the box scores looking like. So let's see. We got DeMar DeRozan 6 for 10, 13 points. We got Vooch is having a bad shooting night, 5 for 15 at 11 points. We do have Levine at 6 for 18. Yuck, but he's got 18 points, 2 for 6 from the 3. So not a great shooting night for us. We're down by 1. We also have Kobe White's 4 for 5. That's my boy again.
Io,
11
did he
points.
get any time?
Io's got 1 for 2. He's at 14 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 points. Hasn't played much. But yeah, the main 5 has really been on the floor the majority of the time from what it looks like minutes-wise here. They've only played 9 guys. There's only been 4 guys off the bench.
9 guys is what you should play on an average game, though. Maybe 10 if you're winning by a lot.
How many does Luka got?
Luka is sitting. Let's see here. Luka is 24 minutes. 5 for 15, having a bad shooting night too. 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Wow, he's gonna get that.
So he's gonna get that triple double. That's for sure. Yeah, they're having looks like 2 bad shooting nights.
How
in
many
general.
points has he got?
Does anyone else feel like Luka's
got
kind of
16.
fallen off everyone's radar this year?
Yeah,
Well, because
kinda.
he's been out the last couple weeks for sure.
I think he had COVID too at one point.
I don't get it. Like some people, it seems like they're out for a whole month with COVID, and the other people is like LeBron had COVID for one day, and then it was like, oh, it's a false positive or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, are we
How are
bending
they
the rules?
regulating
Yeah,
that? How
I
are they
know.
regulating that?
Dude.
I wish I knew.
You're telling me that they can't get like someone to go take the test and be like, "Oh, this is LeBron's. Yeah, it's negative.
Right,
Like, guys,
right.
in.
Yeah.
Right.
Here you go." I think you're gonna find out a lot like 10 years from now about looking back at these COVID years about some shady shit that
Oh,
went down.
yeah,
Oh,
and
for
others.
sure. There's going to be an amazing
Oh, yeah.
documentary about
Yeah.
this.
Dude, they didn't even find out Antonio Brown had a fake vax card until like week
That's what I'm
13.
saying.
Oh, my
Who's
God.
checking these things?
I
Like,
was wondering when we were going to get to this point in the show. Antonio Brown, what?
oh, it's great. I think it's hilarious.
It's great.
I think it's hilarious. I think
He
he's
is
one of the biggest
just-
douchebags in NFL history, but he's also one of the best receivers in NFL history.
I think he lost the Hall of Fame. by
He
what
might have.
did.
Well, I think he lost his first ballot. I think he's still going to get in.
I don't think he's going to get in.
I think he's going to get in. He
I
didn't
don't think he's
cheat.
gonna
He
get in.
didn't cheat.
Dude,
still
it was
get in
funny.
for
It was
being-
funny the other day. I
Theo
saw
got
a
in.
thing on Barstool Sports, and Antonio Brown said, "No, you're good." He said something like, "The only reason why Tom Brady liked me is because I'm a good
Yes.
football
Yeah,
player."
he did too.
Yeah.
And I commented on it. I said, "That's the only reason why anybody likes you. Is you're a good football player."
Yeah.
First
Like,
of all, that man let you live in his house, and you're gonna, like. First
Yeah.
of all, if anyone let me stay at their
Ever.
place,
For any reason.
any
Yeah.
reason,
Yeah.
even if I did not
whether it
like
would be like a
them,
day or an
even if I
hour,
did
or
not
like,
like them,
Yeah.
I am never gonna talk trash about
Yeah.
them. They put a roof over my head,
And he,
and
like,
this dude's gonna
he
go.
got him on 2 different teams. When
That's
he's
what
been
I'm saying. Like Tom Brady, literally, like there was only one team taking you. That was it. That was your last shot.
He thinks he's
with
playing
Tampa.
football next year, and I think
No.
I think he's going to be a mid-season
like I
ad
said,
after
Ryan
some
Pace
injuries.
is the GM of the
Once-
Bears said the Bears will sign him.
once the
next year.
jersey and the pads
Antonio
came
Brown's
off,
gonna
that
get
was
it over.
it. You're like, you're done. There's like, even when it got halfway off and you could see his stomach, you're like, okay, you're done. You're done. Like, it wasn't even like
In the NFL?
Oh, sorry,
You
I
think
faked
NFL or a team or
it.
NFL?
He's never played again.
You don't think ever again?
No.
No, I think
No,
next
I
year
think-
injuries. I think
he's
he's picked
signing.
up.
I think he's signing
We'll
with
do
the
a
Bears.
beer bet. $10
I
or
think
beer
he's
bet.
signing with
Yes,
the
beer-
Bears.
or
Ryan Pace is staying as the
He's
GM.
not playing in the NFL.
His first signing is
Josh
gonna be
Gordon keeps
Antonio.
getting signed, man.
Okay,
And
but
he hasn't
Josh
done
Gordon,
anything.
Josh
An
Gordon
asshole,
smokes
though.
weed.
Okay,
Josh
He
Gordon's
didn't
an
take his
Okay.
jersey off in the middle of the game.
I agree
Josh
with
Gordon
you,
never
though.
had a
I-
6-year streak where he was
I
the
don't think
best wide
Antonio
receiver in the
Brown-
league and still
Done.
got gas. He still got
Done.
gas.
I don't think Antonio Brown's playing a down.
Nobody
game.
wants
you-
that
yeah.
smoke. Nobody wants that headache.
I
dude.
think you
They
do
did a-
if you need one more
They did
piece.
a poll the other day on like Max Kellerman show of like 14 GMs, and none of that, all of them said
They're all
never
saying that
go
now.
Dude,
Well,
plus
next
the
year when you
criminal
got
history,
2 of your wide receivers go down, if you're
He's got too
if-
much
okay.
against him.
Okay, the Bucks.
I
are
think the only thing
it's
that
funny
Antonio Brown has going for him is that we're still in COVID times, so there may be a team desperate.
That's what I'm
enough-
saying, and not even that. Like this year, okay. The funniest thing is that it's the Bucks that are in the situation, but you have Chris Godwin go down in a season-ending injury. You have Evans coming back like halfway healthy.
And they still got rid of Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Well, he got rid of himself basically.
He
But
did.
what I'm getting at is that you
He's
get
an
into that
asshole.
position at this point in the year. You're down a couple guys. You have a great team. Otherwise, you could maybe play for a Super Bowl. You're telling me you're not going to take him on a flyer?
No.
No,
I don't-
If
Absolutely
you already got a good locker room, and you're feeling good about it.
I
Absolutely
do
not.
not want him on the
I
Bears.
think you
I
guys
don't want him
are
on the Bears.
underestimating.
Hilton is healthy,
But
no doubt about
I'm
it.
just saying, Ryan
do
Pace
not
is
want
dumb
Mike
enough.
Mike Vick killed dogs and a bunch of them, and he went back.
I still think Antonio Brown's a bigger asshole.
I don't
I know that's a
Been for
hot
a year,
take,
right?
but I honestly think he's a bigger
He
asshole.
went to
than
jail
Mike
for a
Vick.
year. He's gone for like 2 years.
Dude,
Came back.
you can't walk out on your team and cause a scene like
That's what
that.
and now
then
that-
you
He
left.
already
No,
did in Pittsburgh. He did it before.
Okay,
what
but
I'm
you
saying.
said you said your ankle's hurt and you're doing jumping jacks on your way out of the
on
stadium.
your way out.
They did
yeah.
X-rays and an MRI right when he got out of there, and he had multiple
No.
like fractured.
How are you doing jumping
and
jacks
ligaments
out of the stadium then?
Because you're all doped up, man. They gave him
That's why the
painkillers.
Bucks released him though, because they did the
He didn't want to go in the
doctors
game.
Did the MRI, and they knew at that point he didn't have anything. That's why they released him. That's
Dude,
why
there's
they were
something-
waiting.
There's text messages going back and forth with those guys right now saying
There is
that
something to be
Bruce
said
Arians
about
knew.
the couple of the headshots that he took, that perfect that they talk
Yeah.
about all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of changed. Dude, that was nasty, dude.
He
when
got-
took that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and Antonio Brown, I don't know if you guys heard about this. I read this the other day. He snuck some YouTube or TikTok
Yeah.
star, the girl that licked the toilet seat for the COVID challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, the OnlyFans
And then
girl.
And they had a thing, and,
And
she
they
got COVID
banged,
after
and then
it.
she got COVID, and then she's like, "Yeah, you guys should probably check your team because I had COVID like 2 days
and
after."
then they pumped her like 10 G's and shut up and
yeah.
said, "Don't talk about this bitch."
She admitted they banged. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she went all in, saying, and then the whole thing
Yeah.
that she gave him COVID and stuff.
Dirtbag. That's the morals.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, the
think.
domestic abuse stuff, and
Yeah.
there's just
and
like
all the team stuff too, like
All the team, yeah.
like the.
I mean, the Raiders
with
stuff was
Oakland,
insane.
Yeah, insane.
The Raiders stuff is crazy.
Yeah, like the
He, like,
helmet
froze his feet
stuff.
off.
Like, come on, man.
yeah.
Like,
What was that all about?
He was like in one of those like cryo chambers,
Yeah.
and like they turned it up too high, or he didn't wear like the little booties he's supposed to wear or something, and he like froze his fucking
just like
Yeah,
feet.
did he take a
idiot.
picture of him?
He had her
just
cracking and
so-
like fucked up looking.
Honestly, I'm just so sick of this fucking guy, man. Like, I can't.
He
Like,
froze his feet off. It's
there's
fine.
only one person I hate
Okay.
more than Aaron Rodgers. And it's
Okay, what is
Antonio
the-
Brown.
See, I don't really even hate him. I think he's just got problems.
Do you want to know the worst jersey purchase of all time? Is a Antonio Brown Raiders jersey. He never played a game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If
that's
you're
rough.
a Raiders fan, you went out and got that jersey
Right away.
when they signed him.
Which, by the way, when Matt got traded to the Bears, I bought the jersey right away. 10 seconds after Justin Fields was drafted, I bought 2 Justin Fields.
Did
jerseys.
you? I
White
like the
and-
move.
White and a blue.
I like this.
I got my brother a
confidence.
Jay Cutler jersey one time.
I have a
Oh,
Jay
I had
Cutler.
a
I have a Jay
Cutler,
Cutler
and
jersey.
I had a Mitch. I had a Mitch.
See, I didn't get a Mitch.
I was.
I
high
never
on
was a
Mitch.
believer.
I'm not gonna lie. I was high on Mitch after the first John Fox season. The year we went to the postseason.
Well, he was a Pro Bowler the one year.
Yes, yes.
Alternate, but he was playing the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. He was 24 touchdowns, 12 picks. He could run. I never thought he was going to be Aaron Rodgers. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But I thought he was going to ascend.
Like, be a serviceable.
Yeah, like an
Yes.
Alex Smith type or
Yes.
something like that. But
Yes.
like,
Exactly.
you won't lose us the
But
game.
in Mitch's defense, too, you already touched on this. Like, how much can we really, like, maybe Mitch is that guy and Matt Nagy's just a moron. Because he is a
Yeah,
moron.
but I don't want just a game manager anymore. I want a fucking
Yeah, I
Justin
want-
Herbert.
I want-
a guy that's like,
I want
getting
Joe
it.
fucking Burrow.
Yeah, I want.
That's who I
Dude,
want. I want
slinging it.
Joe.
You know what I love
I
about
want Joe fucking Burrow.
One of the best
That's
things
who I
about the
want.
Bears is, dude, their former players are so loyal. Like you guys have seen the video, I'm sure, of it was like Forte, Briggs, and someone
Alex
else.
Brown and
Alex
Cruz.
Brown when
Yeah.
they kicked that double doink.
Yeah.
They were all like on the ground and they were like, God, how, like, dude, they're just like us. They're like
Yeah.
like they become fans.
died.
Well,
Yeah.
and I've heard from some of those guys too, like they have reached out to the Bears saying like they
We can
want to help,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the McCaskies themselves.
They don't want no, dude. No.
that's insane. Why wouldn't you take the help?
Why would you not want that? Anyone who listens to Olin Kreutz, that man is
Could you
so intelligent
Yeah.
about football.
Yeah.
And to have him just be like,
Have him
"Please
like
hire
be.
me."
Could you
You're
like
like-
I was
assistant
thinking him
line?
as the president.
Your assistant lineman coach or something.
Could
Bring him
you
in the
imagine
room.
if the Bears had a town hall? Dude, imagine that. And Georgia's standing up there, and Virginia's in her wheelchair sitting there,
Yeah.
and Ted's there answering questions with Ryan Pace and all these guys. Could you imagine what the fans would say? Like, you guys are fucking morons.
If
Like,
you know what the
dude,
worst-
you remember?
They
I
would
don't know
never
if you
do
guys saw
it.
this, but a couple years ago, one of the Bears fans was just so fed up with the Bears, and I think it was like Justin Herbert, or he's like, "Oh yeah, this guy's good, Herbert." And George sent this guy a letter back, and he's just like, "Yeah, well, if you ever want to become a Bears fan again, you know where to find us. But good luck with your new fandom and your new team." How do you say that as an owner?
to a fan.
You'd be like,
That's
you know,
your
we're trying,
customer
we're
base.
trying, like, we got this vision, we got this, we got
Yeah, to
that.
take the time to write that letter, like, why are you not going to say
He
something
signed
like,
it.
yeah,
And with social media and people like taking pictures of the shit, they like literally took a picture. It was all over the place.
Oh my
You guys
God.
got to read the letter, dude. It was like the most like. It
Slap
almost
in the
makes me
face.
want to go to
You wanna
Jordan's
know
house.
what the
and, like,
worst
fucking
part
just
about the
stock him right in
McCaskies owning the team, too, is that the most knowledgeable football fan out of all of them is 99 years old.
Who's that?
Virginia. Virginia is the only one who actually.
I don't think she knows shit from Chanel either.
I don't know.
I think she knows the most out of football.
Well, she's seen it all. She's seen George Hallis. I mean, shit. She was around for Papa Bear's whole thing.
The worst thing that happened to the Bears, like my dad and I.
There's a game they do on Wild and Sylvia, and what's older, Virginia or like
the Titanic.
Yeah, the Titanic, exactly.
Okay, so we do something here on Bonfire Banter. You're gonna sign this axe. You got a Sharpie, it's magneted there, but it doesn't have a guard on it. So don't cut yourself. Don't cut me.
Signed it, so I'm not gonna
don't
sign
cut
it.
Mark. No, it's only first time. So you've been on there already, Mark. It's getting filled up. We need to get another one. We've talked about how we need to get a new handle or a new axe all together, but
You gotta get like a longer one if you're gonna keep having it. This is your 55th episode.
yeah.
We're in it.
So I think we're just gonna retire this one and then get a new one, and this one will hang out in the
two. That'd
background
be like
or something.
Part one.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Exactly.
What's the score of the game?
Okay, we're at 85-91. The Bulls are down with 9 minutes left in the fourth. So not out of striking distance still.
I mean, dude, they've won 9 in a row. They're gonna lose at some
You're gonna lose
point.
eventually.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's the law of averages.
In Dallas
Yeah.
is a tough place to play too.
Yeah.
You just don't want them to go on a 4 or 5 or 6 game losing
losing
streak. You got to try to avoid
You just
those.
don't want to lose that 1 seed, honestly, if you're the Bulls. Because again,
Yeah.
the 1 seed is huge for the Bulls. Because if you can avoid
Yeah.
Milwaukee and Brooklyn in the second round, you have a great shot of going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And if you're there, you have a chance.
Again,
You're probably playing Miami or Indiana. Or
And again, Miami's
me
played
a-
us really well.
give me
So
a-
I'm not saying we're getting out of the second round.
give
for
me a
sure,
5-game
but-
series against anybody in the East right now. I'm not nervous.
No.
Like I can't believe
dude,
I've never felt that way as a Bulls fan because I didn't think about things like this when Jordan era and any of the Bulls
scares
teams.
the hell out of
Jordan
me.
or LeBron was always in the East on these other D Rose teams, so I was always like,
would you say this is the most excited you've been about the Bulls since the 90s?
Yes.
Since the
Yes,
90s.
yes,
Okay.
since the 90s. Yes.
Skip the Rose era and you know
Yes.
what they did there because you knew you weren't getting past LeBron and Miami.
I disagree
You always
with you.
felt
I thought
like,
we
eh.
were going to beat them.
I mean, the Nets
thought we
are
had a
thought we were
chance.
gonna
Thought we had a
beat
chance, but
dude. The Nets are great, but they still haven't been able to gel together.
Well, I know
We've
the
gelled more than
Bulls
they
are
have.
2-0 against them.
yeah.
we're about to sweep them here. Come up soon here.
Well, it'll be a good test for us because again, Kyrie's going to.
I think Golden State comes to town in like a month or so.
No, I think
No,
they're coming
next
2
week.
nights.
Oh, is it next week?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we get Brooklyn and Golden State.
Actually,
next
Miami comes like
Next
in-
week's
in-
gonna
in March
be-
or
yeah.
April. That
So
would be a cool
This is
game.
why I would like to win tonight, especially though, because I don't want to go into the
Kyrie and the
Brooklyn
Nets,
and
then
They play
with
Brooklyn next.
yeah,
Next game.
yeah,
That's-
Wednesday.
Okay, so they're
Wednesday at
off.
9
games.
o'clock at night.
2
I
days
heard that
Central.
those games that they missed got rescheduled. Is that true?
Well, yes, the game I'm going to one of the rescheduled games. It was a Toronto reschedule on December. I don't know. I forgot when it was rescheduled from, but it's the 26th of January now against Toronto.
Okay.
So that's one of them. I don't know when the other one was rescheduled too, but they're starting to do them, but they're coming up later in January.
Gotcha.
Right before I think the All-Star break. They're trying to slam them in there.
Yeah.
I
So-
thought they would have played those way earlier. I thought those would already be done by now.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But it's tough because like even if like the Bulls are not playing, then maybe Toronto's
Yes,
playing. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Like trying to find them both on an off night that that's something that's not scheduled at either arena.
Yeah.
Like there's no shit scheduled at these places.
I guess this
You know,
wave
it's
of COVID is happening at the right time for like all sports, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like I said,
NFL
I'd rather
playoffs
have everyone
coming.
get it right now. You know, like everyone's gonna get it at
Right.
some point with this.
It is.
with this.
Omicron.
strand,
It's still
yeah.
contagious, yeah.
that
That's
and
what I
it doesn't
mean,
matter
like-
with the vax and stuff.
And
It's
other
like
that,
people are
like they
getting it
bumped
and passing
down
it.
everything from 10 to 5 days now. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I'd rather have everyone just get the strand out, get it out of the way, and
Dude, my brother had it for the second time just recently. And he was sick for like a day, like cold sweats, woke up, and,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
take it down.
yeah.
By the way, I did want to comment on the fact that as soon as you guys finished those hot dogs, the
fire
fire
went
died.
out.
Yeah, it was like perfect amount of timing, and we're out of alcohol right now too, so really worked out nice. But
So if we get cold, we just got to light ourselves on fire? Is that
yes, yes. Rob did that
Yes.
a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if I showed you at the
No.
bar, but our,
Oh,
our
yeah,
director
you did
accidentally
show me
lit
that.
himself on
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, what'd you say? No, yeah, yeah. He couldn't burn the COVID out of his lungs. He couldn't do that.
How's he doing? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's inside. He's doing okay.
He's a little just mild, like, you know.
No, he didn't get any burns on him.
No, I'm talking about like, is he sick?
Oh, the COVID?
He's like,
Yeah.
he's good.
Yeah, he's not feeling any different. Yeah, do you want to toss it? Yeah, he's like sitting there waiting.
He lights himself on fire because he doesn't.
Hey, Rob, where you at?
His life. He lights it, and then he keeps walking, and then he turns it into a whole fucking.
Hey, Rob, you there? See if we can get him on. Oh, there he is. Well, Rob, we're going to wrap it up here in a second. How you feeling, though? We want to check in on you.
Well, luckily, I've got a very healthy supply of gin and tonics in here. So
it's the quinine. It really.
That's how you kill it.
It really.
What did he?
I'm pretty sure that's
He
how
said
I've
he's
never
got
got COVID.
a bunch
I'm
of gin and
always
tonics
drunk.
in there. He's got a hefty
perfect.
supply of gin and
Alcohol,
tonic.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure I've never got COVID because I'm always drunk.
And then you
I've just been
suffocate it with the
killing-
smoke.
Yeah.
You got to suffocate it with the smoke, Rob. But well, I do want to say thank you to you guys.
I never suffocate myself.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for coming back out tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
us.
Once again, Jordan and Mark. These guys are big Bulls fans. Obviously, we care a lot. We want to see the Bulls do well. But we're already very
Wait, real
surprised.
quick, can I
feeling
say
very
one
good
more
about
thing
this.
before
Yeah,
we go off the
yeah,
air?
absolutely.
We got a big national championship game tomorrow. Roll Tide.
Interesting, yeah.
So you're taking
So
side,
yeah, I've been a
obviously.
Bama fan since I was young. Got connections.
As soon as
down
they
there.
started
Your
winning,
brother's
Obviously,
down
we're
there
from
with me.
Chicago too, so we don't have a college.
But
team.
No, yeah.
with that being said, I'm not going to bet the game, which is shocking because I bet every game.
Yeah, interesting.
But if I was going to bet the game, I would probably take Georgia.
Yeah.
Really?
See,
2.5 or 3 points.
I think Georgia.
Yeah, dude,
I think the revenge factor is gonna. They
Yeah.
looked really good against Michigan.
They did,
too.
and it's hard to beat a team twice in a month or you know
They got a
2
really good
couple
defense too.
weeks.
But you never. It's the same thing like Tom Brady.
You can never
go
count out Nick
against-
Saban though.
Yeah.
It'll be nice watching
Yeah.
a game where I could just be a fan.
Yeah.
My
I
dad-
just hope it's a really good game.
Yeah,
Just
my
like the
dad-
last one was. The
My
last
dad put
national
some money. My
championship
dad put some
between
money on
two.
Alabama, so it'll be nice to be with him rooting, for Alabama, and I don't have to lose any money. So
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yep.
You got to feel
If
good about
anything, I would
that.
put money on Georgia if I was you. Anyway, that way you win no matter what.
yeah, I feel good, but I don't know. I don't operate that way.
I want to give a shout out to York Furrier. Fine furs and outerwear since 1931. Also want to say thank you to Moore Brewing Company, as well as JPL Landscaping and Property Services, keeping us warm all winter long. We will be out there again soon, Jim, so don't give me too much crap about it. Came inside tonight. It was very icy. It's very dangerous out there. So we had to keep our people
things
Well, I'm
nice
happy.
and healthy. Yeah.
It worked out that
I think
way.
everyone was happy we weren't outside tonight. Keep stoking those fires. We'll see you real soon. Bonfire Banter. Signing out. Good stuff, guys.
Love it.
Thanks for watching the episode. Thank you to everyone that's been subscribing, liking, commenting. Keep doing that. It means the world to us. Did want to say thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. York Furrier. If you're looking for fine outerwear and furs, go check them out in Elmhurst, right on York Road. Moore Brewing Company. If you're looking for interesting, creative craft brews and food, go check them out in Villa Park and Huntley. JPL Landscaping and Property Services. They've given us this fantastic firewood once again, so they're going to be keeping us warm for quite a while. Thank you so much, Jim. Mike's and Casey's Meat Markets. Well, we love their meats. That's as simple as it gets there. Thank you guys for your support as well. Jay and Jill Create, you guys are part of the family. Really appreciate everything you've done for us. Claremont Collections, the most impressive private car collection in the city. It is a museum. Go check them out. Consume cannabis. If you're going to consume cannabis. And then Angel Fancies is our newest sponsor, giving us this fantastic new sign. Check it out. Beautiful stuff. She does custom signs, shirts, everything else. Anything you need printed, check them out on Spring Road in Elmhurst. And as always, the Basement Boys. We love you guys. Bunch of crazies there. We love them. Bonfire Banter, keep watching. Thank you so much, everyone supporting us. Keep stoking those fires.